We will then have you all vote for it. We have the Mac and Dusty quadrant. We've got the Bob Fescoe quadrant. We have the Jay Binkley quadrant.
That guy's an idiot, man.
And then we've got the Alex and Cody quadrant, right? So you got the hut. You've got the she's such a smooth ride. And then you have other brackets that'll have BBL Stinky in it, or I've been pounded this week, or I know that I'm hard. So the voting will be all you guys. And on Thursday, so we will start this on Tuesday. We will then get to Wednesday, and by Thursday, before we get off this show at 9:45, we will crown our one shining drop.
Yep.
And I don't know who it's going to be because you all have the power to give us what you think should be this year's March Madness drop.
So if you're not already following us on Twitter,
yeah,
that's how we're going to be doing this. Polls on Twitter throughout the show. So make sure the Fan965 on X, Twitter, whatever, make sure you go follow us.
That's the only way we can do the voting. That's the easiest way we can do the voting. And we know that you're going to text into the show probably at 913-586-7965 and say, guys, I don't have Twitter. I'm sorry. You're just those people that refuse to do brackets, but you get to give your input. So we're always a welcoming show here.
For sure.
We get it. If you don't want Twitter, you don't want X, you don't support it, you don't like it, you don't need it, I totally understand that. But you can still give your opinion. Hey, Marty, did you fill out a bracket? No, but I'd have had Duke. Okay. Thank you very much. So it is that.
It's like when you really vote, you know? You can still give your opinion. Yeah. You just didn't actually write anything down on the ballot.
Well, I didn't vote for him. Oh, did you vote for them? No, not at all. Didn't vote at all. Okay. Glad to hear your opinion. It sucks. Yeah. So I want to bring last night's game up because I texted you, Mac, and I said, I think this might go down as the highest rated baseball game of all time.
Yep.
I don't know if it will. I was probably being a little hyperbolic when I sent that. But I don't know if that's actually hyperbolic because
I don't think so.
I
looked it up, looked up some stats.
I was waiting pretty much from 4 o'clock on. And yesterday was great. I'm going to talk about it a little bit later on because as a sports nut, especially with the sports that were being played and presented and the time of the year, yesterday was unmatched. And I think that when you look at what yesterday was from a World Baseball Classic standpoint, Team Dominican Republic, Team USA. And what did we say before the turn? I guess what did I say is like people will begin to hate the Dominican Republic because of the way that they celebrate, the way that they show their nationality via baseball. Like it's loud. It's maybe to some it's obnoxious. I think it's fun. I think it's just great to see how every team is different. Right? Like the bat flip that Venezuela threw the other night where the guy threw it 40 feet in the air.
Oh, my gosh.
Was insane to watch.
So
right?
great.
I mean, give me that in the regular season.
Please.
And tonight is obviously Venezuela versus Team Italy. The winner will play the United States tomorrow in the championship game. And once again, our guy.
Matt, thank you very much. Here with Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby, the emotion I saw from you, from Bryce Harper, from Gunnar, right out there a moment ago, how do you describe that?
Special. These guys are a special group. I'm just honored to be able to share a clubhouse with these guys, share the field with them, and then just one more.
This is one of the more raucous environments any of us have ever seen. How did your team quiet the noise tonight?
We love it. We enjoy it. Pressure is a privilege. We feed off it, and so we love it, and we love it. That's all I can say, yeah.
I have to ask you, Bobby, about your read on the double play against Juan Soto. How did you see that play unfold?
Yeah, you kind of just, right before he came on the mound, I was kind of like, all right, if he hits the ball up the middle, make sure I get one out. And just kind of, you go through that in your mind before it happens, and then it happens, and you already done it, and it's muscle memory.
It's been fun to watch your friendship build with Aaron Judge. How did he change this game with that throw from right field?
Oh, yeah, that was huge. Just making that play, getting everyone going in the dugout. And then it's just special what this team has.
And finally, Bobby, you played in this 3 years ago, but in what ways are the emotions even stronger for you right now?
Yeah, this is our game. We want to kind of go out there and show the world what we can do.
You got to love that. This is our game, and you want to go out there and show the world what we can do. United States on a heater, right? Women's hockey team, men's hockey team, and now the World Baseball Classic. The men are going to the championship game and playing either Italy or Venezuela because Japan loses to Italy. What a game that was.
First time they never made the semifinals.
Yeah, Venezuela. On Saturday night. That was such a great event to watch that night because it's fun to finally watch Shohei Ohtani lose, right? World Baseball Classic. Then they win back-to-back World Series the last 2 years, and then here they are again. You don't really see a lot of losing from Shohei Ohtani, so I thought that was kind of a nugget to take away from the World Baseball Classic this weekend.
Michael Garcia, massive homer in that game.
Absolutely bananas, dude.
In the 5th inning.
And the raw emotion he showed.
Woo.
Plus, he's got Salvador Perez over there, who's also like a low-key team captain for Venezuela. If he's not, I don't know if he is or not.
Yeah, I don't know if he officially is, but obviously, yeah, he's one of their leaders.
And then last night, cherry on top of the cake, man. You got Team USA versus the Dominican Republic. It started at 7 o'clock. I think there was a lot of people amped up for that game.
It was awesome.
Appointment television sort of thing. And it came right after Selection Sunday, which came right after the golf tournament, which came right after the two
basketball
Big Ten
games.
SEC championship games.
It was incredible. It was amazing.
And then you just look outside and randomly it was, like you said, from shorts to a robe and pajama pants and just snow flurries and squalls or whatever they call snow squalls.
The weather acted accordingly. It was like, no, you're going to want to be inside today.
No doubt.
Get the TV on, baby. There's going to be a lot on, and it was perfect. And last night for Team US, because I criticized them, as many did, right? Like, I was probably in the majority here of kind of like, it doesn't seem like they care as much, right? I think we all kind of said that here of like, we're watching these other countries and how they react to certain moments or the way they talk about this tournament, you can see that it means a lot to them and their culture. And for some of our guys, it didn't feel like that, right? You got the Scuba leaving, you got the Harper attitude and some of the comments there. But last night was Skeens on the bump, leading the way. And we know he, among anyone on this team, is like patriotic, trying to fight for those colors. And it was awesome, man. It just felt like the rest of the team rallied around that attitude. And you know what's crazy is it wasn't even Skeens' best night. Like he was really good, obviously. He was incredible. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that was an off night, in my opinion, for Skeens. A third of his pitches were balls. He didn't have command like he usually does. And it was one run. He got out of a bases-loaded situation in the 2nd inning. And that was probably an off night for Paul Skeens.
Yeah, he made one mistake to Camarino, who turned on I don't know, maybe it was a high 2-seam fastball that he put over the left field wall. And then it was just like kind of like you were noticing he was pitching to contact. He's like, they're going to be aggressive.
Yes.
I'm not going to, blow my arm out. I can throw it 98 and really just use that defense. I mean, you had Gunnar Henderson at 30, had Bobby Witt Jr. at short. So, I mean, the left side of your infield was locked up.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, Fernando Tatis Jr. thought it'd be okay to run on Aaron Judge. Judge had the ball in his hand when he rounded second.
That was so, yeah.
And then shooter fingers, you're out, inning over. Multiple times they had chances to win that game, and they couldn't. They couldn't get a run in. They just couldn't advance home. And it was awesome to see that Team USA and their pitching was more dominant than the bats of Dominican Republic.
Yes.
And, of course, classic baseball game. You're excited for it. 2-1 final.
2-1.
2-1.
Hey, and I loved it. I loved every bit of it. Watched every pitch. It was incredible.
And Bobby Witt Jr. loved it because he said, quote, "We love it. We enjoy it. Pressure is a privilege. We feed off of it."
Damn right.
Well,
it's good.
This
good to
week is a privilege, and we will feed off it. That's Mac Morey. I'm Dusty Likens. We come back. We talk what yesterday was when it comes to Selection Sunday, plus we get into our overreaction on a Monday. And to you, Texter, that is a Richard No Golf Talk this week. How you doing, sweetheart? 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Hello, America.
Fescoe and Dusty.
Every Hardee's is closed. Well, that
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you something. My friends over at QC Kinetics saw the weather yesterday and said everybody needs to be outside doing outdoor activities, whether it's stuff around the yard, whether it's playing golf, pickleball, tennis, running, whatever it is. The springtime is here, and the last thing you want to do is not be able to get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather because you have pain in your joints. And I'll tell you, getting older faster than you should ain't in the cards at QC Kinetics. Ongoing pain makes you feel older than you are, but here's the good news. QC Kinetics patients are getting relief, feeling younger, and jumping back into life full speed, and it didn't happen in an operating room. At QC Kinetics, they use the latest regenerative treatments backed by real science, treatments that take the tiny, powerful healing tools inside your body, concentrate them right where you need that relief. That's how they do it at QC Kinetics, and the sooner you get started, the sooner you're going to feel better. Find out if you're a candidate for QC Kinetics regenerative treatment. Your first visit and consultation's free. 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. QC Kinetics off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone. 816-412-6299.
Looking for the best deal on TRT? Don't pay hundreds of dollars out of pocket or settle for a one-size-fits-all dose from your doctor just because they take your insurance. At Synergenex and Low T Center, you get powerful TRT dose for your body and covered by your insurance. Synergenex and Low T Center work with most insurance plans and customize each TRT for maximum effectiveness and safety. We're offering free testosterone tests and discounted peptides and GLP-1s to make getting your life back as easy as possible. Don't miss this opportunity. Go to Synergenex or LowTCenter.com and book today.
There's no place better to watch college basketball than Kansas City, and there's no place better to get all you need for your watch parties than my friends over at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes your watch party easy. They have a huge selection of ready-to-serve party trays, boneless wings, barbecue, pizza, sushi, and fresh baked goods. They've got it all. And what you can do is order ahead through the Hy-Vee app, online, or at your favorite store. Even if your bracket is a bust, your watch party will be a winner. You can get everything you need only at Hy-Vee.
Feeling the squeeze of high prices? Then stretch your budget this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Stock up and save big on 99-cent deals throughout the entire store. Like pork loin chops, just 99 cents. Skippy peanut butter, 99 cents. Green Giant vegetables, 6-pack ramen noodles, and much more, just 99 cents. Order through the Hy-Vee app or online and leave the shopping to us. Don't miss the 99-cent sale this weekend only at Hy-Vee.
This is Kevin Harlan, and if I sound a little tired, it's because it's Ford Truck Month at Rob's Side Ford.
You and me both, Kevin. It's been non-stop.
Well, Rob, remind me again why.
Because Rob's Site Ford is offering brand new F-150s up to $16,000 off, 0% financing for 60 months, and 0 payments for 90 days.
Yes, that'll do it.
And it's not just the F-150s. We've got the best deals of the year on Super Duty, Ranger, and Maverick.
Okay, so let me get this straight, Rob. Massive savings, strong financing, no payments for 3 months, and people are showing up?
It's nonstop.
Funny how that works.
Turns out, when you've got the inventory, the price, and the experience, people notice.
Especially when you're Kansas City's #1 top-rated Ford dealer on Google. 4.8 stars and over 3,000 reviews.
And Kansas City's top volume F-150 dealer.
No wonder you're tired. It's Ford Truck Month at Rob's Side Ford, 135th and State Line, or robsite.com.
Well, I'll tell you what, springtime means you're going to be doing all those projects around your house to get it looking better. And I'm here to tell you, stop doing it on your own and call my friends over at CertaPro, because they're going to come out and they're going to take your house and turn it into something that you absolutely love. You can tell when your house needs a new paint job, right? You may have flakes peeling off the outside of your house, or maybe it's the inside of your house. You just need a fresh coat and you're looking for the perfect people to do it. Well, that is CertaPro Painters. You can schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. And what's really cool about CertaPro Painters is that each business is independently owned and operated right here in your community. And you're dealing with, I should say, folks that live in Kansas City and work here in Kansas City. And the process is so simple. CertaPro's been out to our house. They looked at our house. They said, yeah, we can take care of that. No problem at all. I easily booked a free estimate, reviewed their detailed proposal, and scheduled my project right there on the spot. They're timely, they're clean, they're awesome. So it is time to get your paint job scheduled today with my friends over at CertaPro. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Baseball is back. Opening night is one exclusive game, and it's live on Netflix. On Wednesday, March 25th, the New York Yankees, led by 7-time All-Star Aaron Judge, head to the Bay Area to face Rafael Devers and the San Francisco Giants. A brand new way to watch Major League Baseball, and it all starts here. MLB opening night, Yankees vs. Giants, live on Netflix, Wednesday, March 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast!
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
This hour is brought to you by State Water Heater and Reeves Weideman, online at rwco.com. Need a water heater? State Water Heaters has the solution. The Adapt Gas Tankless Water Heater with X3 scale prevention delivers efficient, on-demand hot water with no annual maintenance and may qualify for money-saving utility rebates. Ask your plumber for State at Reeves Weideman. Visit rwco.com or statewaterheaters.com.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Well, some slick spots out there for you on this cold Monday. Use caution on bridges and overpasses and elevated roadways. Checking out North KC 169 Highway southbound. Starts to slow around 9 Highway just off of Ganonigan. Slowdowns down past the airport exit. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, welcome to a Frozen Monday here on 96.5 The Fan. Mac Morey, Dusty Liggins, we're with you all week long. Bob's on spring break. I know that I'm all right. So, again, today's show loaded with college basketball selection Sunday. What is tonight? We can do a poll question we want because I'm interested to know like what the majority of the local people are rooting for tonight. Are you rooting for Team Venezuela led by team captain Salvador Perez of the Royals? Or are you on Team Italy, who's led by team captain Vinny Pasquantino of the Royals? We'll talk also about how this core of this Royals team is really showing up and what it means for yours truly when it comes to this season. Plus, don't forget, in about 2 hours, we'll be talking to Josh Vernier because a week from this Friday is the Royals' first game of the season.
It's happening.
You know, Bob always says the Super Bowl gets them through like February and then right into the draft. The World Baseball Classic is doing that for us except for the Major League Baseball season.
Yep.
Right? Like, so you have all of this happening, and then after Tuesday, it's over. You have your little St. Patrick's Day celebration. They get back with their teams in spring, and then next thing you know, a week from today, they're gearing up to go and take on those Atlanta Braves on Friday night. So should be fun. Yesterday was the announcement of all the teams and where they're going dancing at, and I think the first thing that goes away is you find out where the two local teams that have made the tournament are going to play at, right? You look at Mizzou, you look at Kansas, right? So Mizzou I'll start with, because the talking points aren't as much, but they are as important to maybe the East bracket, which is where KU is. Mizzou playing in St. Louis against Miami, the Hurricanes, the U, the alma mater of those wonderful Cavender twins. I think there's another famous lady that went to Miami that a lot of people seem to know. But also, Mizzou gets to play in St. Louis. And if you missed the Fan 965's Twitter or Instagram page, you can follow on both. Carrington.
That guy's an idiot, man.
Had a good point. He said, if you'd have told me at the beginning of the year Missouri makes the tournament as a 10 seed, but they get to play in St. Louis, you would push that button. I 100% agree. That's Carrington's thing, is the button pushing. We push buttons, but in a different way. And Mizzou gets to play in St. Louis in the first and possibly second round. If they can beat Miami, they would then play in St. Louis again in the second round on Sunday. So they'll play Friday night around like 9:30-ish?
Yeah.
It's somewhere around there because obviously with the way tip-offs go in the tournament, it's always going to be like lagged out. Like,
exactly.
They're not going to tip off at the time they say. It's
right now it
approximately.
says 8:56. It'll be 9:20, 9:30.
Easily. Add 15 minutes to it as of today.
But it's Friday, so
yeah, so you're fine.
You're fine.
And then Saturday you're watching, the second round, and Sunday you're doing the same thing again. And hopefully Mizzou's playing their second round game in St. Louis on Sunday. But they'll play Miami Hurricanes in round one, the 10-7 matchup.
And that would most likely, that second round, be against Purdue there in that second
round. And there's
a
storyline there as well.
Ooh, man, Purdue, what a tournament.
Because Matt Painter almost went to Mizzou.
And I forgot about that.
Decided to stay in Purdue, not take the flight to Columbia.
Yeah.
And now Mizzou can stick it to Matt Painter in St. Louis and say, hey, we're going to the Sweet 16. And your weird team that's got a bunch of random superstars on it. Dude. What's that guy's name? Clough?
Yeah, what is that guy?
The Joker of college basketball?
Yes, he is.
Clough. And then they got that other guy, like, what's his name? Kinder Feffa or whatever his name is. Just the limb lord. Just gets rebounds and hustles everywhere.
Yep.
They got a pretty good guard in that one dude as well, Taylor or whatever his name is.
Yep.
I didn't watch a whole lot of Purdue this year, but saw that they are a team of, like, almost like misfits. Like they're the Odysseys of the WWE Attitude Era. Like they're all these random characters, but together they form a pretty nice group. Whereas Mizzou, We'll see which team shows up. The team that plays in Columbia or the team that plays on the road all the time and gets housed by teams that they shouldn't.
Oscar Clough.
Oscar Clough, dude. That sounds like
That
a Bond
guy,
villain.
man.
But he's a hustler. He just wants you to know. It's not where he's been, it's where he's about to go. And he wants to go to the Sweet 16, but he might have Mizzou standing in their way. So we're rooting for Mizzou.
24 years old.
Seriously? Yeah.
Let's go, Oscar.
Oscar Clough.
It's his last chance. MU, end it. Let's go.
He's had a lot of last chances. So that's the story from Mizzou, right?
Yep.
I don't know what St. Louis is from Columbia without getting it, dead wrong, but I'd assume about an hour and a half.
Yeah, 2 hours, hour and a half.
If
Yeah,
that.
Right there. Yeah.
Text line, feel free to correct me because I know you love to. I will not have this be a first hour Friday show of a couple weeks ago. You move on to, I think, what was kind of like, they kind of gave you the feature film right away, right? When they released the East bracket, I mean, it was like a no-skips album.
Nope. Yep.
Duke's the number 1 overall seed. They're playing in the East. They're the number 1 overall ranked team. I know that I'm hard. Duke's the 1. UConn's the 2. Is Michigan State the 3 and KU's the 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you've got this team named St. John's.
Yeah.
Led by the Don father himself, Rick Pitino, who when he got advanced to the championship game in the Big East tournament, he goes, yeah, I got an assistant coach who worries about this. I got another coach who does that. I'll sit back with a cigar and listen.
Yeah.
Then he wins the championship game against UConn and chugs a cold one in the press conference.
He's Rick Pitino.
How you doing?
How you doing, bud? Let's go, baby. Yeah, he's made the tournament all 6, and I think 6 stops now for him, 5 or 6 stops he's been at. Iona, St. John's, all these places. He's made the tournament and advanced with every team. So now he's looking to continue that streak there with St. John's, and they will take on, who is it, UNI in that first round, and that's who Kansas could play in the second round if they do their take care of business against California Baptist.
Because we would assume that Duke will probably get to the Sweet 16.
I would assume.
I would think that they're going to get that, right?
They'll play Siena and then either Ohio State, TCU. I think they'll be able to do it, yeah.
And then if KU somehow wins their first round game, which I think they will, they should.
They should.
If not,
this is not a 3-point shooting team.
Which is nice.
Very nice.
You get Bill Self versus Rick Pitino on Sunday afternoon.
Yes.
Pretty solid there.
Sign me up.
And if Bill Self somehow wins that game, you get Bill Self versus the new wave of Bill Self and John Shire and Duke in a Sweet 16 matchup.
Yep.
But you look at this bracket, and I don't know what's more impressive, the head coaches in this bracket or the fact that there are 4 blue bloods in this bracket.
Yeah.
I don't know if people consider Michigan State a blue blood, but
I do.
I would.
Because
what Tom Izzo continuously does, you don't bet against Tom Izzo in March, but you have Mr. Hurley in UConn. You have Bill Self in Kansas, John Shire at Duke, Rick Pitino for St. John's, and Tom Izzo for Michigan State. And that was the first bracket released yesterday. And we're sitting back going, all right, well, I guess we're getting the bangers first.
Do you think it's unfair for Duke?
No.
Because some people are like, what? Once overall number 1 seed, this is the gauntlet that they get?
I think UConn's the weakest 2 team in the brackets. I think Michigan State is good, but again, they're not the best team in the Big Ten. Maybe the 3rd.
Kansas we'll talk about.
And we'll get to Kansas.
Yeah, we'll get
we
to
don't
Kansas
know what
later
team
in the
they're gonna
show.
be.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Are they going to be Team Peterson problems? Or are they going to be Team Peterson no problems?
They got stuff to figure out for
They got
sure.
Bill Self issues to figure out. Because you might think Bill Self's washed.
I don't know about...
You want to say it. You want to say it. You want to say he's washed. Say he's washed.
He didn't have his fastball.
Okay.
He didn't have his fastball anymore. That's what I'll say.
You're saying it without saying it. He's cleaned.
He's maybe a guy that you should bring up in the 7th or 8th inning. I don't think he can start for you anymore. I don't think he can get you 80, 90 pitches like that anymore. The way I've watched this offense these last few weeks, man,
You telling me he's Clayton Kershaw?
I think so. I'm looking at this offense and I'm just saying, man, it's been almost a month now. Peterson's been there. He's in the games. He's playing. He's shot well in a couple of them. He's been there. He's been assertive. He's been aggressive. You've been unable to figure out how to create space, how to create consistency on this offense. And to me, like I'm pointing at you, Bill Self, like this team's been there. Darren Peterson's been over half the games. Missed me with he hasn't had time to get a rhythm in this new. No, like other coaches have figured out this new form of college sports, this new form of college basketball with NIL. And right now, it's not just this season. It's the last 4 or 5. Bill Self, I'm looking at you since 2020, 2021. The stats do not look good. I want you to make a run. I love watching Darren Peterson. I've loved watching this team play. We've talked about him being potential Coach of the Year candidate. This last month has been less than good for Bill Self. And I guess, yeah, that's where I'm at right now. We'll talk about Overreaction Monday. But yeah, 4 or 5 years from now, over 4 or 5 years now, it's been a struggle for Bill Self. I don't know. Is that unfair?
You tell me. It's your take.
He does not want to be a part of this.
I'm just going to be happy to save this audio, and then when he beats Duke in the Sweet 16.
Listen, and I will gladly be like, hey, you're the GOAT, Bill Self. I was wrong. Hey, because I want to watch this team
win. Because there's been a lot of people that have taken your route, and they've been decapitated.
And they've been destroyed.
A lot of people were decapitated early this season. I think Bill's done. I don't know if he can do it.
Exactly, right? And then he shows what he is. No, and that's what makes me hesitant and but again, I've seen this team now for a month, healthy against inferior opponents that are better, top 25, all those things. It doesn't matter. Other than that K-State game, it's been a rough go offensively to create space, to create any sort of consistent shot making. It's iso ball right now for them. They don't have a go-to play, the out-of-bounds stuff, post-timeout stuff. It doesn't seem as clean or as, hey, this is what we're doing. And I don't know if that's a lack of identity or comfortability from Bill Self with this team. I don't know what it is, but it didn't seem to be that way 6-7 weeks ago. And now, here we are, man. It just doesn't seem to have that consistency. He even said they're glad they're not playing Thursday. He's glad they have one more practice.
Damn right.
Yeah, they need it. That was not that was a clinic in the Big 12 tournament.
And they're in the East, so where are they playing out? Like Carolina or somewhere like that?
Yeah, I need to know the locations.
Charlotte or something?
Yeah, probably.
Did you see the Team Dominican Republic? The picture that's gone viral? It says with the World Baseball Classic on the line, and it's J.J. McCarthy's face in a DR jersey.
Wow.
9. So we'll get back to your take on Bill Self as we now hit into an overreaction on a Monday. I will say this, March 15th, yesterday, will go down as the greatest Sunday ever. I'll explain. Not only was it Selection Sunday, not only did you have the 5th major in golf that actually ended up being one of the great finishes so far of this year with Ludwig Oberg slicing one into the pond, and then Cam Young, just such a sexy specimen. Chest hair out, golden cross necklace, shirt's a little large, but he's rocking the Peter Millar, and he wins his title. And you had the crowd USA chant because he was going against Matt Fitzpatrick, who didn't win. I do not like Matt Fitzpatrick. He's too much of a nerd for me. He has every shot recorded in a book since he was 16 years old.
Yeah, he's that guy.
He does that weird crosshand chipping. That works for him. But good to see Cam Young win that. Then you had the SEC championship. You had the Big Ten championship. Oh, by the way, you had Paul Skeens. You had Paul Skeens on the slab.
I like that.
Going up against the Dominican Republic, who had that album, I guess you could say, that lineup, that roster. And the United States played at 7 o'clock last night. So literally from noon until about 9 o'clock, your boy was locked in with the 12-pack of lattes, ready to just watch everything happen yesterday.
It was immaculate.
And everything went the way it should have gone for me.
Yeah.
I looked at yesterday as one of those weird blood moons that you got to be at a certain point in the morning to see it. It doesn't happen every other 6 or 7 years. And then you have the other thing of the planets being aligned, right? You had right at noon, SEC championship, 2:30 Big Ten championship, 3:30 you had the nuts and bolts of the Players Championship, then Selection Sunday, then USA versus Dominican Republic, then bed. Meanwhile, all that happened on one day on March 15th, 2026, which I think and I believe will go down as the greatest Sunday ever. Because even if it's the football world, you might get 2 games.
Yeah.
You're not getting a whole lot around it. Maybe a great NBA game, but then that's 3 events. I just listed 5 events that happened yesterday.
And they all had stakes. They were all more stakes than just a random NBA game. This was huge yesterday.
Literally, this was my day yesterday. SEC championship, Big Ten championship, Players finish, Selection Sunday, USA versus DR to see who goes to the World Baseball Classic finale. Chef's kiss.
Yep. I turned on the last 2.5 minutes of Knicks Warriors, even threw that on for a little bit. That was a great ending.
Yeah, no Steph.
Yeah, Knicks had to come back 21 points to a Warriors team without
I mean,
Steph.
I guess if you really want to get juicy yesterday in the NBA, you had Ant versus SGA, and SGA hits the shot right in front of his face. Deuces.
Gosh, man, SGA's
Hello, rivalry in the
incredible.
NBA.
Yes, exactly.
Like those two. Because Ant hitting a three and then looking at Steph like, do something, and Steph's just like, I can't. Like that doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
But Ant and SGA going one-on-one defense to see who can win that game, and it's SGA
fun.
going, it's still my league. My team's the champion. I'm the MVP.
Yep.
That was kind of sick, too. So you could add a sixth nugget in there for a six-pack.
100%. And you know, the fact that rivalry is budding is perfect because we've got 2 years till the Olympics. SGA plays for Canada. Ant will be one of the leaders, if not the leader, for Team USA at that point. So that'll be fun once we get to more world play, because we've seen lately how our nation, and it seems like globally, we love watching teams play for their countries and their nations. We're kind of on a kick.
Especially against Canada.
Yeah, yeah, Canada has been the team, especially right now. So I've talked about Bill Self being done. You know, listen, I just need to see something from this offense.
He's washed.
He's
washed.
And again, maybe I'm wrong. But that was, Houston's one of the better defenses in college basketball. Kelvin Sampson's awesome. Got to talk to him at the Big 12 tournament, along with Emmanuel Sharp and those boys. Those guys are locked in.
Yeah, how
Incredible.
was Friday?
Oh, it was incredible. So much fun. Great atmosphere. You love watching all those teams, and it's really fun. Kind of a full circle moment for me, just kind of sidebar. That was an event that I went to every year growing up. Watched Blake Griffin, Michael Beasley, Kevin Durant. Watched all those guys. Went every year, like probably 5 years in a row as a kid. And so to kind of do that from 8 to 13 years old or whatever it was, and then to come back and work it, and be, kind of there as a professional doing my job was really, really cool for me. So that was awesome.
Did you have some nostalgia?
100%.
Yeah.
It was like, damn, I was here taking my shirt off trying to get on the fan cam as a 10-year-old, up in the rafters, the nosebleeds, and now here I am up in the rafters watching the game,
Pen in your hand aside, like, how many rebounds does that guy have?
Yeah, exactly.
Eek.
Yeah. And then speaking of the tournament, this is from Evan Miyakawa.
Colin's brother.
Yep, exactly.
Never heard of him.
The chance of a one seed winning the title this year, 78%. In previous years, number one seeds have won 65% of the time since the field expanded to 64. Last year's bracket had a 68% chance of a one seed winning. So this year, 78%.
KU plays California Baptist on Friday at 8:45-ish. Mizzou plays Miami Friday at 9:10-ish. Got a long Friday night, McMurray.
Cal Baptist shoots the 321st most threes in the country. That's from Rock Chalk Blog. And they're outside the top 200. So they don't shoot many threes at all or make many threes at all. So
what you're saying is this could be a big Flory game.
Huge.
Like a 20 and 15 type of Flory Badunga game.
Exactly right. They could own the paint and just have Darren Peterson go inside and be assertive.
Or you may not even have Darren Peterson play. Why would he need to play against California Baptist? Spot him 30
start a dialogue?
Please. Save him for St. John's.
Oh, that'll be great. Yeah, everyone will totally understand that. No one will be mean or have any rash things to say. Of course. It's the thing you really... Not been a story lately. He's been there.
Team hasn't.
913, you didn't mention F1.
Yep.
Guys, you missed USA beating Canada in sled hockey for the gold yesterday morning.
Sled hockey?
Has to be a troll.
Huh. I did see that, the USA, two different texts said the Paralympics, the USA won gold in that too. So we're just out here doing it all.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Dude, let's go.
Boom. Hell yeah. Let's go. Wash my damn hands. So I can't wait.
And then Tuesday we'll have WBC final, Nolan McLean, right? Is that correct?
Yep. Should be Tarek School.
Yep. Nope.
I am interested to see who people are rooting for, though, when it comes to Italy versus Venezuela.
Yeah, we can put that on.
I just don't know
that on
if anybody really cares, obviously, because I know we're going to get that one person. I'm from America, man. I only root for Team USA. But then there's also, is it Jack and Vinny that do it for you? Or do you want the rematch? I think is going to be the ultimate decider. Do you want Italy, United States one more time? Because that's what I'm rooting for. I think that's what would be great. And then you could have like Team USA bring like an Alani machine into their dugout instead of like an espresso machine. Because nothing would speak like USA more than like having Alani energy drinks the way that like Team Italy has espresso.
Nah, it's been so fun. And it's Vinny talking about perfecting the espresso system, when to start heating it up.
And our guy. Endorsement deal with Starbucks.
Way to go.
I mean, come on, man. Rake it in.
Seriously.
Rake it in.
Killing it, dude. Killing it.
Man. But yeah, Sunday, what a day. Mac found out that Bill Self is washed. I can't believe it. You should offer yourself up to the drive today. And Carrington might be your you might be Carrington's new best friend.
We might be besties
with that
now.
take.
Yeah.
Or
he's Hawk Dot.
Or
dude.
Hawk Dot might be like, Mac, you're young, brother.
Exactly.
You're a
That's
kid.
exactly right.
I've done this Bill Self thing before. It doesn't end well for me, man. But I don't know, man. It is interesting because we'll see what he does when it comes to this.
I hope I'm wrong.
I do too, man.
This team's fun to watch when they're playing on all cylinders. They are.
Coming up on the other side, there's a San Francisco 49er former player that could be a Kansas City Chief. Which one is that? Which one do you want it to be? And which one are you completely out on? There are three. We'll give you one that we agree that should be here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
This is voice of the Wildcats, Wyatt Thompson, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for K-State Athletics, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Fellas, you know what time of the year it is. It's the season of love. Sex, intimacy, and love are essential to fulfilling relationships. Erectile dysfunction, though, can take a serious toll on all of that. Stealing enjoyment, weakening intimacy, and placing stress on partners that can feel overwhelming. But ED doesn't have to continue impacting your relationship. Remember, men, it's not just about you. We all understand how important sex is in a relationship for you and for your partner. Erectile dysfunction can take that away, often creating serious strain on the relationship as well. That's why you should go see my people over at Heartland Men's Health. Heartland Men's Health treatments work when the pills or the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some treatments can even have you last an hour or more. Heartland Men's Health is successfully treating men in the Kansas City area. So if ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to the sex, intimacy, and love and bring you closer together. Heartland Men's Health has 3 locations to serve you: Overland Park, Kansas, Independence, Missouri, between Blue Springs and Lee Summit, and North Kansas City. Call them today at 844-447-6600 or visit heartlandmenshealth.com.
Ready to watch your favorite baseball stars play in the WBC? Get in on the action with BetMGM. Sign into your BetMGM account and enjoy a WBC odds boost token to snag even more winnings on your next bet. It's easy. Just log into the BetMGM Sportsbook app, add any WBC bet to your bet slip, and activate your odds boost token. If you win your bet with your token activated, you'll score extra winnings. 3 quick steps and you could be on your way to extra winnings if your next WBC bet hits. The world's greatest ball players who are about to duke it out on a global stage. Don't miss out on the fun. Add some extra excitement to this year's tournament by signing into your BetMGM account and grabbing your WBC odds boost token today. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Kansas only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Please gamble responsibly. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love. Sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Love college basketball? Gear up for another exciting season of college ball with a special offer from BetMGM. Sign into your BetMGM account and enjoy a college basketball odds boost token to snag even more winnings on your next bet. Just log into the BetMGM Sportsbook app, add any college basketball bet to your bet slip, and activate your odds boost token. If you win your bet with your token activated, you'll score extra winnings. It's that simple. Log in and enjoy our odds boost token to help you create another memorable season of college ball. Head for the net with BetMGM all season long. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older. This promotional offer not available in D.C., Mississippi, New York, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Total.
Hop in a John Deere Gator XUV for a day's work. Let's see what's on the to-do list. There goes the tree. And the fence. Not a problem. Because you've got a cargo box filled with solutions. Up to 4,000 pounds of towing capacity. And you're ready to roll.
The power's out!
Here we go again. The Gator XUV, built for every kind of workday. Learn more at johndeere.com/Gator XUV. Nothing runs like a deer.
Royals coverage sponsored by Renner Garage Door. Forward and back, RENNER.
Almost Andy Reid here for Renner Garage Door, America's oldest family-owned garage door company, serving both wholesale and retail markets. Free repair or replacement quotes and $100 off a new garage door.
RENNER.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Northland, 35 southbound, briefly slow at the merge with 69 highway and then stay sluggish down past Cookingham. 169 highway southbound is starting to slow around Briarcliff and stays off again on again sluggish, not quite to the bridge. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Back at it on a Monday. Mac Morey, Dusty Likens with you. 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports. 10-2, Gold and Cody. 2-6, Carrington and Rob. I've heard Alex Gold on one of these guys we are going to mention because we did see a little bit of news this weekend involving your Kansas City Chiefs that there's a possibility that Dangerous could be a Chiefs quarterback candidate. I am good on that, Mac. I don't know about you.
Really? Oh, I would love that. I would love that signing.
It's a no for me, dog.
I think it'd be a great signing. I would rather have that than, a guy in his 20s, a guy who's won a Super Bowl and been to 2 and in his 30s. Yeah, who can understand an offense and go in there for a game or two if needed and just do what he's told. That's kind of the archetypal backup that I would want.
Kansas City Chiefs, let's chop.
Ugh, yeah.
That's what you're getting.
See, he wasn't cringe in New York. He was bad, but there were many reasons for that, correct?
Yeah, I mean, he was, the game against us, he threw 4 passes in a row out of bounds.
It was
from
terrible.
like the 10-yard line.
It was terrible.
I just don't need that here. I'm kind of like also in that same sort of like algorithm where I'm just like going to believe that Mahomes is going to be ready week 1.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
Because, again, I don't know like what gives me that sort of feeling.
Oh, because he's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He's built different.
And I think we'll really understand, obviously we have to wait, until like May to kind of see what the NFL believes. Because at the end of the day, I feel like they have more people of sources inside the game than maybe people that are here locally. Because they have money involved in teams and broadcast partners where if it's not going to be Mahomes in week 1, that's not going to be your electric matchup, right? You're going to wait until those things happen. But I don't need Russell Wilson on this team. That's just my personal take. I don't think he's got anything left. I think he's grifting around trying to just hang out. And for some reason, there's always that one guy that sticks around longer than they should. And I think that's Russell Wilson. because there's a lot of teams now that are out on Russell Wilson. Like, he's not going to go to Pittsburgh, obviously. He's not going to the Giants. He's not going to the Seahawks. He's not going to any of those teams because he's either, one, played there, or two, did not have a good stint there. But somebody in the text line says, yeah, I'd rather have Anthony Richardson than Russell Wilson, which would go what you were saying. You don't want the young 22 inexperienced. You want the veteran that's done it before.
Yeah, I love Anthony Richardson. I'm like a huge Anthony Richardson truther. I think there's a lot left there. I don't think we've even scratched the surface for him, and I don't think it's fair how his career has transpired up to now. With that said, for this team and this situation and what we need as the backup quarterback, I don't think Anthony Richardson would be the fit. No, not at all. But if it happened, of course, the other side of the Anthony Richardson side, we'd be like, this is great. This is a good side for him. Andy Reid's here. But for the Chiefs, if they need a game or two out of someone, yeah, a veteran who can protect the football is really what they need.
Again, that's Mac Moore. I'm Dusty Likens. Bob is on spring break. He's gone until next Tuesday. So for those of you wondering on the text line,
I just want to win, Jim.
He's doing some winning, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gone until next Tuesday. So you have us all week this week and Monday next week. We have a lot of fun ready for you. Something that's fun is that there are still free agent wide receivers out there. There are 3 former wide receivers that have played for the 49ers that all have names linked to Kansas City. Whether you believe it or not, we are still in make-believe season where guys are going to be linked to other guys or teams are going to be linked to other teams. The 3 names that come up are Deebo Samuel, no. Brandon Ayuk, big no. Juwan Jennings. And I've heard Alex say that's the guy. The 2 guys he wanted in free agency were Bradley Chubb and Juwan Jennings.
Yeah.
And listening to talk about that, you know, and that's what we were at this maybe like a week and a half ago. We're like, man, hey, Jennings is still out there. And I don't think he's going to take a lot of money to sign, because I think the Chiefs now have, like $19.8 million above cap. Like, they're doing fine. Or under the cap, you should say, I guess.
Yeah.
So they've got a little bit of money. We know that wishing for the trade for Justin Jefferson is probably not going to happen, right?
No.
Like, when you were a kid, you wanted Nintendo 64, the day it came out, it was like, sorry, we're not that family. Justin Jefferson, would love to have you, but we don't have that sort of money. I don't think it happens. Just a wish it, want it, do it. But Jennings would be a decent piece. Tall guy, good route runner.
Oh, yeah, big
has
guy.
Cooked the Chiefs before. And to me, how great would it be to have that red mohawk on the team with that red jersey on Sundays at Arrowhead?
Be sick.
I think he fits this system. I think he's the type of guy that when we talk about free agents to go out and acquire, he's attainable, he's talented enough, and he would fit into this offense. And I think that's the guy. Ayuk, too many questions.
Yeah.
Debo, too far gone, even though he's probably like 28.
He's 30.
Okay.
He's right at the mark.
Injuries have kind of piled up the last couple of years.
Yep.
And
Injury city.
Jennings, I don't know. I see what his potential is with like Brock Purdy and Jimmy Garoppolo. I'd like to see what his potential could be with like a Patrick Mahomes sort of quarterback.
I think he'd be awesome. He's a great number 2 or number 3 wide receiver. You know what you're getting out of him. I mean, he played at the University of Tennessee when I was there. I wonder, actually, I would love for him to come back. We've partied together a little bit. I'd love for him to come back. I don't know if he'd remember me, but yeah, super cool guy. Awesome, really funny dude. But extremely physical, right? Great at the catch point, attacks the football, and a really, really, really good blocker. And if this team is going to veer towards Ken Walker and this offensive line and, you know, outside, inside runs, wherever they want to go, Juwan Jennings would help set the tone with that sort of game plan. I would love this signing, and I think he can do a little bit of everything. He's a good first down getter. He's a good possession receiver. I mean, like you said, he's big. He plays big, too. He's just so physical. With Brandon Ayuk, I mean, I don't know. It's the talent, the name, right? It's that name thing that we talk about. He's so talented, and it is weird what's happened with him in San Francisco. And some of the stories that have been coming out lately have made it seem that actually maybe San Francisco that's to blame here, and that they've actually painted Brandon Ayuk in a really, really poor light.
Well, we did see what was it? John Lynch, was it after their season was over? It's like, I don't think Ayuk will be back on this team next year. And it was like, okay.
Yeah.
So we're doing that right out of the chute here. We're letting everybody know he's not going to be a Niner moving forward.
Even though, and they're not going to trade him yet.
No.
That's the thing too. They're not going to let him leave. Exactly. So Brandon Ayuk just has to stay there. And he did make, an interesting decision. TJ Houshmandzadeh was on a podcast. He talked about Brandon Ayuk. He is his personal trainer.
Yes, they should want him.
Okay.
But you got to be careful. And I say this, I like BA, but I said this last week about Stephon Diggs, and this normally only happens when a player starts to get older. BA is still really young, fast, quick, explosive, but what he did last year is kind of crazy. You got all this guaranteed money. You ain't showing up. You're getting fined. And you basically forego, what was it, over $30 million, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over $30 million? Like, if you're a team and you give him a good contract, is this what you're going to get?
Mm.
Because this is what he has shown us. Signed his deal with the Niners. Bad luck, he gets hurt. Don't want that. But it's how he handled everything after that. Yes, he's going to get signed. But if you're a team, you got to structure that contract the right way. You got to make sure that you protect yourself because of what he's shown you.
So, I mean, a team-friendly deal, something like that, maybe. But, yeah, I do get where you're leaning with the safety and the known entity that is Juwan Jennings. I get that.
So last year, Jennings, 55 reception on 90 targets for 643 yards.
And he was playing through a plethora of nagging injuries, as was the rest of that Niners team. So
he still had a career high in touchdowns. I mean, he still put 9 touchdowns on the board. That's a guy 6'3", 215, somewhere around that ballpark. The year before, a career year, he had 77 for 975 and only started 10 games and then became a full-time starter in San Francisco the following year. And, you know, I think that sort of role on this team is very similar to the move they made with Juju Smith-Schuster. Like that type of player. Like Juju's time here is done. And I think Jennings would be that type of receiver that could run parallel routes to Kelsey on the inside. And then you still have Thornton that can go over the top. We don't know what Xavier Worthy will be. Plus they're picking at 9, Mac. That could still be a wide receiver there.
Exactly.
And then your core all of a sudden, let's say they go Tate. You've gone from like piss poor penthouse to presidential-ish suite with Kelsey, Thornton, Jennings, Tate, Worthy.
Yeah.
Now those names don't, move the needle, like they don't get you into the VIP, but they get you who's that? Oh, that's that Chiefs receiver group over there that I think we have a little bit more of resume built on those guys than we would. And we don't know what Rice is going to be, so I don't involve him with this team right now because I don't know what suspension may be. Nate Taylor kind of thinks it's going to be multiple games, like in the double-digit range.
10 to 12.
If he's going to be on this team. But I do know as of now that Juwan Jennings would be a nice piece to have here in Kansas City because there's some fans on the text line saying that they're Niners fans, and they think that he'd be a great piece here.
Yeah.
I think he would be, man.
He's an underrated player.
I think he'd be an immediate fan favorite, especially with the hair.
Yes.
And if people remember, he cooked the Chiefs in that Super Bowl.
And he's funny, too. He's got personality. He's
your boy. You guys do rubber shots together in Tennessee.
Yeah, exactly. I know we've already had some comments in the text line. I know he won't remember me. Man. He won't remember me. Yes, I know. But it would be cool either way to see him again and say, "What's up, dude? Go Vols."
Did you know that Mac and Juwan Jennings once sang "Story of a Lonely Guy" at a bar doing karaoke together?
Hello, America.
You better believe it. Coming up, we got some announcements to give you this week for the show, what we're going to do. Vern later on in the show. But hey, Royal Flush, baby. That's all I have to say. 96.5 The Fan, your home for the Kansas City Royals.
You're listening to Bob Fescoe.
I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet.
And Dusty Likens.
He's a hoe, and I want that known.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you what, here we are. It is springtime, and I did something yesterday for the first time in this spring season. I went out and started to clean my windows off a little bit, and I'm looking at them, I'm going to go, man, Window World has made such a difference in our house because it was a couple of years ago we needed all new windows, and so we decided, you know what we're going to do? We're going to use the best in Kansas City, the official window of the Kansas City Chiefs, and that is Window World. They came out and gave us that free estimate, and we're like, we are sold. Not only are they great folks over at Window World, but the lifetime warranty covers all parts, glass breakage, and labor. And that means if you're mowing the lawn and a rock goes through the window, just call Window World. They'll come out and replace it. Or if you're like us and you have a sliding glass door and you close the screen and the dog runs through it, well, yeah, you can call Window World. They'll come out and fix that as well. Window World is also offering 36 months, same as cash financing with approved credit. So you got to check them out now at windowskansascity.com, or better yet, give them a call. 1-800-GET-WINDOWS. That's 1-800-GET-WINDOWS. 1-800-GET-WINDOWS or at windowskansascity.com. It's Window World.
By now, you've heard that Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts you've ever had. And if you don't believe us, try it for free. Try Booth Creek Wagyu anytime at 95th and Knoll or 135th and Metcalf. Stop by our store and we'll prepare a free, mouth-watering sample of your selected choice cut. Heart-healthy, low-cholesterol, authentic American, full-blooded Wagyu steaks and beef. We know you'll love it as much as we do. Crafted for exceptional beginnings. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution at boothcreekwagyu.com.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra, vutrisiran, is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
March matchups are here, and now you can trade the tournament in all 50 states with Kalshi. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market. As the odds move, you can buy in and out of your position all tournament long. Download the Kalshi app. Use code FAN to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything. Brought to you by Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Traffic for DM Entry Law, Kansas side, 35 southbound, heavy from Johnson Drive down past 67th with an accident in the right lane. Northbound 35 gets heavy at 18th Street Expressway. Stay slow up to Mission with an accident at the exit. Give me one good reason why I should call DM Law. How about 3 great reasons? 1, it's easy. 2, it's fast. 3, the results. Mike's got this. 816-888-7500. Mike's got this. Choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch all your favorite shows, shorts, and clips. This is your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan, KFNZ FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station.
Back at it on a Monday. Mac Morey, Dusty Likens, we're with you all week. Bob is on spring break. He'll be back next Tuesday. So if you're asking if he's sick or if he's out of the office, yes, for a week and a day. Mac Morey and I will have you the entire week. So, yes, we will lose full control by Tuesday. Have we ever done just a straight week? I can't remember. Did Bob go away for a week last year?
I think so. I feel like we've done this.
Huh.
Maybe not a full week. I don't know.
Did you see that Arizona's playing Howard? There's a video that's gone on the internet, and Howard has a team celebration. Fins up.
Oh, yikes.
I'll repost it here for you from the Action Network. And 3 people do the fins. Guy kind of looks like Jim Brewer.
Yeah, that's what Ole Miss, when they tried to rebrand as the Land Sharks, they tried to do that as their hand signal. Land Sharks hasn't stuck.
No. Are people still buying that beer? Isn't that a beer, Land Shark, like Jimmy Buffett's beer?
Maybe.
I don't know. Team USA victorious last night in the World Baseball Classic 2-1. Bobby Witt Jr. once again flashing the leather. Great to see that. Beat the Dominican Republic team. Now tonight is Italy versus Venezuela. I am interested to know who people are rooting for when it comes to Team Venezuela or Team Italy, because it's interesting. Like, right, both captains for both teams are Royals members. You've got Vinny Pasquantino and Salvador Perez, captains of their respected squads. Team Italy has been the belle of the ball. Venezuela has the upset of the tournament, maybe more so than Italy beating the United States was Venezuela beating Team Japan. I might be wrong in that. That's okay. That's just the way that I look at it, because that game was electric. Japan, Venezuela, Acuna, first batter of the game, goes bridge. And then the first pitch Shohei Ohtani sees, it's 1-1, and he's showing some fun characteristics where he's like telling his team to calm down. Josh Vernier at 8:20 today, and I want to get everybody suited up for this because it is obviously March Madness season, and the best way that we wanted to kind of incorporate the tournament into our show, because there is no way in hell that we were going to fill out a bracket and give our winners of every little long way array to get to the Final Four and announce a winner. Nobody cares. People care about as much as your own bracket that they care about is how much money you won on a bet this week. And, dude, check out this parlay.
Bro, my fantasy football team, yeah.
Cool. How many people in your league? 6. No wonder your roster's loaded and you put up 280 points a week. But the way we're going to do it is we're going to have 4 quadrants of 16 drops. One quadrant is a Mac and Dusty quadrant. Kiss my ass could be a drop. One quadrant will be a Bob Fescoe quadrant.
Get bent. What the hell was that?
Possibly going to be there. Nobody wanted to come. Oh. That's not Bob. I think that might be yours truly that might have just entered a last 4 in. And then another quadrant will be Cody and Alex, their show. There's one.
Guys, if you start, guys, you can, guys, I'm telling you, guys, it's men.
Guys, men.
I'm not having the bass just thump. I'm not going crazy.
So that's the Cody and Gold bracket.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's the toughest quadrant to have to fill out 4 drops of.
Gosh.
And that's the boobs dip bracket.
That guy's an idiot, man.
You better believe it. 3, 2, 1, you're an idiot. So again, we're going to have 16 drops voted on by you via X. Sorry, that's just the easiest way to do it. That's the way we can set it up. So it'll be like a Binkley quadrant versus those drops, a Cody and Gold quadrant versus those drops, a Mac and Dusty one, and a Bob Fescoe one. And on Thursday, before we leave this show and we get a tip-off of the March Madness bracket, we will announce the winner via all made by you all on what is the best drop in March Madness.
So be ready tomorrow.
Yep,
It'll
Tuesday.
start.
We're doing what tomorrow? 4 drops? 4 matchups?
I guess tomorrow will be 8 matchups, right?
8
we'll
matchups.
get the first, and then it'll be down to 8 teams. We'll do 4, and then we'll do 2 on Thursday, and we'll have a winner.
That's So it is our Madness of Drops bracket that will be here on Fescoe and Dusty, except this week we call it Maury and Likens.
Yes, it'll be good. It'll be fun.
I'll tell you what. I'll give Bob credit because Bob says every year that the football world is sped up because the Chiefs are always in the Super Bowl, which means January goes by lightning fast. Then you get to the first week of February, and the Super Bowl gets played on that Sunday, and then you look at it and you're like, well, free agency starts, the draft is here, because the draft is going to be here in less than 40 days, dude.
Oh, yeah.
We're literally
close.
We are in the 3rd week of March. Yep. Tomorrow is St. Patty's Day. Thursday is the first day of spring. Next Friday, the Royals play their first game. And I think this is exactly what the Kansas City Royals are doing out of the Chiefs playbook. The World Baseball Classic is expediting your waiting process to get to the opening day celebrations in the regular season. And the reason for that locally is because of how many Royals are flushing away the World Baseball Classic. You've got a complete Royal flush from Bobby Witt to Caglione to Michael Garcia to Vinny Pasquantino to Salvador Perez, who's still a vibrant piece in this World Baseball Classic tournament. Bobby Witt Jr., of course, this is yesterday before the game started, had a 455 OBP, 3 stolen bases, an 867 OPS, and about 4 defensive web gems. Vinny Pasquantino, no need to really sell you on what he did. A 3-homer game. He's walked 6 times, and he has a 1084 OPS. Massive. Caglione, what's he going to do, Dusty? He's a bust. He's terrible. You think he's better than he really is. Well, he's hitting 364 with 5 runs scored and a 1290 OPS and a bomb on Team Italy. Hitting the ball everywhere. He's got the home run. He's got the hits. He's scoring when he's on base. He's got an OPS of 1290. And then there's that third baseman that they signed in the offseason named Michael Garcia, who hit a massive, massive home run for Venezuela on Saturday night.
Smashed it.
He's hitting 421 with 5 RBIs, and his OPS is 1134. The Royals are flushing this World Baseball Classic. And whereas it might not be as entertaining for everybody else, boy, in Kansas City, this World Baseball Classic is hitting. And tonight, you'll have Sal and Michael Garcia going against Vinny and Cags in a semifinal game, which will then play Bobby Witt Jr. and Team USA. The World Baseball Classic from a Kansas City perspective is absolutely hitting. And I will be thrilled to see what the ratings are from last night's game, which I think will be the #1 most viewed baseball game in the United States of all time, ever. And then if it is USA versus Italy or Venezuela, I wonder what the Kansas City numbers are.
KC numbers are going to be through the roof.
Sky rockets in flight, afternoon delight. It will be absolutely amazing.
It's been so fun to watch this team be talked about nationally in this way, man. Like, it was cool. Like, remember when Mahomes got here and you got to see the national, you're on ESPN and First Take starting with you and the Twitter world's talking about Mahomes. It was like really kind of fun at first. Now we're kind of over it. And hey, don't have us be the first game in Brazil. And hey, I'd rather play at noon, right? It gets old, but it was really cool. And that's the feeling that I'm having with the Royals right now. I just feel like giddy. It's really fun to watch these guys that we've talked about. We've watched for years, and we've seen the on the come transcendence here from these guys, or the build up here, and now everyone's recognizing it. It's really, really fun. This momentum, man, not only for the season and for the baseball team, but you talk about the business side of it too. Like, man, get your ducks in a row, Royals. Like, the momentum's never been hotter. This team has never been hotter in my lifetime. I mean, I'm talking even like 2015, 2016. Like, this team is everywhere right now with stars, with personalities nationally. Get that ballpark announced. Get it going.
And we're not even talking about the rookie in camp, Carter Jensen, who could also
AL
make
Rookie of the Year,
noise.
maybe.
And he hit an absolute piss missile in spring training
this weekend, or
yeah, I want to say it was. I want to say it was Friday night. I mean, it was like, I don't want to say it was like,
okay, yes.
I want to say it was like 483 or something like that. Maybe not that far, but it was a bomb and it was just loud. And if you think we're being biased in homers, this is just baseball when it comes to the Royals in the World Baseball Classic.
This MLB team's young core is dominating the World Baseball Classic. So much so that every one of them is headed to the semifinals. Bobby Witt Jr. could have gone hitless, and we'd still be talking about him, because he's been a vacuum at shortstop with multiple diving plays. But of course, he's hitting too. He's reaching base at a 455 clip, already has 3 stolen bases, and owns an 867 OPS. Every other player in the Royals' young core has an OPS over 1,000. Jack Caglione is homered, posted an OPS above 1,200, and drawn more walks than strikeouts. At just 23 years old, he could be a breakout star in Kansas City next year. Michael Garcia already broke out last season, and he's continued that momentum in the WBC. He's hitting .421 so far, crushed a home run against Japan, and has stolen 3 bases. Last but not least is Vinny Pasquantino, who became the first player to hit 3 home runs in a World Baseball Classic game. His 6 walks are tied for the second most in the tournament. Makes sense. Who would want to pitch to him right now? At an average age of just 25 and a half, these 4 Royals hitters are making their presence known on the world stage.
Woo! Yeah, you
I know that I'm hard.
You could announce Washington Square Park and just call it the Core Stadium.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Put them in downtown, let them be there, and let those guys just bring that stadium up.
Now's the
Garcia,
time.
Caglione, Vinny, and Bobby absolutely destroying the competition at the World Baseball Classic. Hey, tip times are announced. Mizzou's playing in St. Louis. KU's in a gauntlet of a blue blood Eastern bracket. We dive up all of that here on 96.5 The Fan. That's Mac Moore. I'm Dusty Like. It's your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you something. My friends over at QC Kinetics saw the weather yesterday and said everybody needs to be outside doing outdoor activities, whether it's stuff around the yard, whether it's playing golf, pickleball, tennis, running, whatever it is. The springtime is here, and the last thing you want to do is not be able to get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather because you have pain in your joints. And I'll tell you, getting older faster than you should ain't in the cards at QC Kinetics. Ongoing pain makes you feel older than you are, but here's the good news. QC Kinetics patients are getting relief, feeling younger, and jumping back into life full speed, and it didn't happen in an operating room. At QC Kinetics, they use the latest regenerative treatments backed by real science, treatments that take the tiny, powerful healing tools inside your body, concentrate them right where you need that relief. That's how they do it at QC Kinetics, and the sooner you get started, the sooner you're going to feel better. Find out if you're a candidate for QC Kinetics regenerative treatment. Your first visit and consultation's free. 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. QC Kinetics off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone. 816-412-6299. There's no place better to watch college basketball than Kansas City, and there's no place better to get all you need for your watch parties than my friends over at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes your watch party easy. They have a huge selection of ready-to-serve party trays, boneless wings, barbecue, pizza, sushi, and fresh baked goods. They've got it all. And what you can do is order ahead through the Hy-Vee app, online, or at your favorite store. Even if your bracket is a bust, your watch party will be a winner. You can get everything you need only at Hy-Vee.
Feeling the squeeze of high prices? Then stretch your budget this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Stock up and save big on 99-cent deals throughout the entire store. Like pork loin chops, just 99 cents. Skippy peanut butter, 99 cents. Green Giant vegetables, 6-pack ramen noodles, and much more, just 99 cents. Order through the Hy-Vee app or online and leave the shopping to us. Don't miss the 99-cent sale this weekend only at Hy-Vee.
At Kansas City Proton Institute, we're delivering the future of cancer care with state-of-the-art proton therapy right here in KC. If you have breast, head and neck, or brain cancer, proton therapy may be a better treatment than conventional radiation. Don't wait. Get your second opinion at Kansas City Proton Institute. Come see Kansas City's largest, most experienced, and most advanced proton therapy team. Learn more at kcpi.com. Kansas City Proton Institute, where you see the best in KC.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from
we can be twinsies
to
how was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom.
freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Men, we all know how important sex is in a relationship, both for you and your partner. But erectile dysfunction ruins sex, which can often have serious impacts on your relationship as well. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and if ED is a problem in your life, you understand the impacts it has on you and the one you love. But I'm here to tell you that ED is a treatable condition, and almost without exception, you can have really good sex again. At Heartland Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men with protocols that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, good sex will be the norm. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a level of intimacy for you and your partner that might just astound you both. It's time to have really good sex again, so call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. We have 3 offices, Overland Park, Independence, and North Kansas City.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Kansas side, 35 southbound, gets heavy past Johnson Drive, stays very slow down past 67th with an accident blocking the right lane. 635 southbound, a little slow around State Avenue down towards I-70 with an accident reporting. 70 westbound, slow approaching the 635 interchange with a wreck there. Heading up 635 northbound, still rolling from about K5 up to the bridge with construction. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Back at it here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports. McMorey, Dusty Likens with you on a Monday. Frigid, cold Monday. All you got to do this week is get to Wednesday. Italy versus Venezuela tonight. World Baseball Classic Championship game tomorrow. Team USA versus one of those 2 teams previously mentioned. And then Wednesday, weather's going to be great. And Thursday, Friday, we get to have our March crashness, right? Go crash a local bar and watch basketball from 11 o'clock until about 3.
Let's go. Can't wait.
Grub an early dinner and then get home. And then Friday, do it all over again.
Yep.
Saturday, do it all over again. Sunday, kind of do it all over again.
Exactly.
And for those of you wondering, KU is in the Eastern bracket and they will play on Friday at approximately 8:45 p.m. Probably going to be like 9 o'clock.
Yep.
Because with these,
Definitely.
I just add 15 minutes to, just out of precaution. And then I believe Mizzou is in, the West? Or are they in the Midwest? I mean, they're playing in St. Louis, which is a topic we'll get to here in a second because I think that is massive.
Mm-hmm.
But Mizzou will play Friday night at around, they say, 9:10.
Jeez.
That game will be on True TV, by the way, for those of you out there wondering. Mizzou will be on True TV. Kansas will be on CBS as they play Cal Baptist. Missouri plays Miami, the University of Miami, not that Miami of Ohio.
Not the Miami, Ohio. That's
Right.
a separate story.
Correct.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yes.
Because a lot of people were wondering if that loss in their tournament was going to get them exiled from the dance. It did not. They weren't even actually the last team to be put into the tournament, to be honest with you, from what that commissioner said yesterday. But interesting because I think we could start with Mizzou. I think it's interesting that they're playing in St. Louis against Miami, and give all credit to Carrington, who I'm sure will be leading his show with this at 2 o'clock today. But Mizzou, up and down year, right? Big wins at Kentucky, at home against Florida. They beat Tennessee.
Yep.
They beat Vanderbilt. Like, they have 4 big wins on their schedule. They have a lot of bad losses as well. They get in as a 10 seed with that 10-7 matchup. And kind of to their advantage, they get to play in St. Louis. And I know it's not Columbia, but again, an hour and a half, 2 hours away from their home. probably a lot of kids on that roster from St. Louis. I don't know that with how NIL and how transfer has gone, but I know that St. Louis was at a time a nice place to recruit for Missouri basketball. So I think that's a huge advantage that they're playing in St. Louis and could possibly get to the second game of the tournament. And I know we're wishing one hand and crapping in the other, but playing at St. Louis could give Mizzou that, oh my gosh, Mizzou's in the Sweet 16. And if they do make it, Mac, I can almost guarantee you the number one point that people will make is either Mark Mitchell has gone off or the advantage of playing in St. Louis gave Mizzou that advantage, because I don't think people expect Mizzou to make the Sweet 16. I would think that a lot of people don't expect them to beat Miami. But I think once they found out that they were in St. Louis as a 10 seed, there were some minds being persuaded.
For sure. I mean, what's our conversation been this whole year? What's the biggest advantage or biggest
college basketball advantage? Home crowd.
Yeah, but I was trying to think of the exact word, but there's no bigger advantage. Home crowd has no bigger advantage than in college basketball, specifically. Home crowd's an advantage in every sport, but in college basketball, it's different. It could swing a spread multiple points, like from a 5.5 to it's actually even now because it's at Allen Fieldhouse. Sorry, it's just the way it is on a big Monday. And now that MU's going to have that ruckus crowd and have that sort of momentum, and then you mention it, then Mark Mitchell actually starts to see the basket a little bit better, shots start falling, and you have the crowd there. I mean, dude, that is all it takes for a Sweet 16, let alone Elite 8 type of run. So, yeah, I mean, sometimes any championship in any sport and making it far in the playoffs in any sport, you're going to have some of the chips fall your way. You're going to have a little bit of luck, right? This team loses for the Chiefs in their first time, right? It was, I'm calling both games. And Ryan Fitzpatrick really helped out the Kansas City Chiefs massively there. Them getting that 2 seed, them earning that bye and a rest week, ended up having the tournament and having the matchups kind of fall in their lap. We've seen it in multiple other sports with the Royals as well. When they went on their runs, there were things that kind of fell their way, whether it be in-game or how the bracket fell out in Mizzou. This could be, if we're talking about a Sweet 16, if we're talking about them next week, right, I think the atmosphere and them being in St. Louis is going to be on the short list of reasons why, no doubt. And again, that you said Miami of Ohio, and then you mentioned it earlier, bro. Purdue, Matt Painter, that whole story about him almost coming to Columbia. That'll be really, really fun if they can take care of business against Miami, Florida.
It's always interesting because when you look at the bracket and you look at all the stories, and we don't have enough time, nor do people have the attention span to go through every single one of them. But the St. Louis is one story for Mizzou, right? Because I could almost guarantee you tickets for that game ain't going to be that expensive. It's the last game of the day of that event in that arena. It's at 9:10.
I was going to ask if Hawkdot will go.
100% he's there.
But
his team doesn't get the privilege to make the tournament every year.
But his other team's on at the same time.
Well, true. They'll probably play about an hour later. KU is allegedly supposed to tip off at 8:45. I tell you, add 15.
Yeah.
9 o'clock. Mizzou, 9:10. They're
half
probably
an hour,
tipping
yeah.
out. Yeah, so half an hour. But again, think about this, right? Like Angels and Airwaves, right? They go to St. Louis on Friday night. You're probably making that trip because, 1, you've never seen them. 2, they don't really do tours anymore. And 3, you may not ever have an opportunity again. Missouri's playing in St. Louis, and that's Carrington's team. He has to go.
You got to go.
You have to go.
I get it.
He gets off at his show at 6. He's an hour and a half away from Columbia. Hour and 45 if he drives like a grandpa. He's there by 8:30. He's easily walking into the venue, being able to get popcorn, a soda, denied on a kiss cam, all before the tip. Off of the game. Then you move to the East bracket.
Denied on the kiss cam.
It happened.
That's nice.
Thank you.
Oh, it was great.
Then you have the East bracket, which is an absolute banger. And I mean, way to go by Selection Sunday. I mean, just very well done. Very well done. They start with the East, and the East is absolutely loaded with Duke, UConn, Michigan State, Kansas,
Golly.
St. John's, St. Duns. I know that I'm hard.
St. Duns.
My name is Bettino. I've got 2 white suits. I had one, but I shot it in one of them. So I got one. I smoke cigars and make my assistants coach. And remember, Remember, your boy took St. John's to the Final Four last year, and they lost round 1.
Is this the Virginia arc? Is this the Virginia-type comeback season? Obviously not the same team.
I just think Pitino has to wear the white suit every single game. He's got to come out looking like Tony Montana. Say hello to my little friend.
See, I don't think it works out this way. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I was going to say, Louisville's just because St. John's and Louisville are right next to each other. Man, that would be fantastic if they could see each other. I don't think that's possible in that East region because Louisville there is a 6 seed, St. John is the 5, so they will not be able to see each other until much, much, much further. But damn it, that would have been great if that would have fell that way too. Rick Pitino versus his former team in Louisville. I mean, because that's the thing. That's a 6 seed. That's a really good team. We got UCLA. I haven't really gotten to watch them much, but I saw TCU. We saw them in the Big 12 tournament. I mean, that guy, David Punch or whoever they've got at 6'7", forward, he's fantastic. That is a talented region, then, top to bottom. UCF there, too, at a 10 seed.
I mean, and I don't know what they are because early on in the season, they looked really, really good.
Yeah.
And then kind of down the stretch, Now they've got massive wins over a bunch of teams. You said they're a 10 seed? Yeah, they're essentially the Mizzou of the Big 12.
100%.
Play really well at home, kind of get out of their element on the road. But again, you look at that Eastern bracket with just the teams, as we call it the blue blood bracket. Not only do you have the teams, John Shire, right? I think should be coach of the year. I think he went, 32 or 31-2, won the ACC. He's got the player of the year. Who had his brother? Caden Boozer going nuts in the ACC championship game, not Cam Boozer. And then you have Tom Izzo, Bill Self, Hurley, Pitino. You have all those guys representing their teams in that bracket alone. And you possibly could have KU and St. John's playing to see who goes and plays Duke. As if Bill Self and Pitino couldn't do it for you. The possibility of Pitino or Self going up against John Shire and Duke to go to the Sweet 16 or to play in the Sweet 16.
Pure cinema.
It's absolute cinema. It's great. And then your 4-1 seeds. We nailed them on Friday. I told you who they were going to be, and they were. Florida's dangerous. Arizona's insanely good. Duke's great. Michigan, I don't know if they're a 1 seed. I already forgot all 4 of them, but I think it is Michigan, Duke.
Yep.
Arizona.
Yep, Florida.
And Florida.
That's it. Yeah, you had it. You and you did call that last week, and that was. And they did what they needed to do. They took care of business. You mentioned, dude, Arizona. I mean, they didn't have Coapete or Braden Berries play well.
No,
and they still won.
And Bradley got hurt.
Yeah, and then Bradley
came back in, but he got hurt. And they've got a bunch of foreign dudes that are good. What's that one guy's name down low? Tall guy. Krivas. And then you've got
great.
Alakar or whatever his name is, number 8 that drives and shoots and scores.
Man, yes, he was fantastic
everywhere.
Against KU.
I mean, you were there, you watched it.
Or against Iowa. Yeah, it was so good, such a good game.
Not even mentioning Houston in the tournament, so it's SEC's got 10 teams. I mean, I can't wait, dude. Thursday's one of the greatest days in the world.
Thursday and Friday are Mount Rushmore days in sports, easily.
100%.
Easily, and I don't think they're 4.
One word.
First name is blank, and he goes on a cruise. He goes on a Caribbean cruise.
Katie Holmes.
No. Ah!
Are you listening?
What's your least favorite thing about working with yourself?
Body odor. You get one word.
On the count of 3, name your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
This is one word on Fescoe and Dusty.
1, 2, 3.
Oatmeal raisin.
We got controversy in the world of sports, Mac.
What do we got?
Apparently, the home plate umpire was paid by Team USA yesterday.
Listen, the last strike wasn't a strike. That's fine. It was super low. It was a ball. They had bases loaded. They had a man on third and second. They had a man on second and first. And they had a man on second. They had 4 separate times with less than 2 outs with men in scoring position, and they did not capitalize. That is on Team Dominican Republic. That is not on the umpire. But yeah, that curveball or whatever it was, that was way below the line. That's fine. Whatever. It happens. Change the rules then.
Have ABS next time.
Get ABS next time.
Now you want ABS.
Yeah, exactly.
People didn't want it. Now they want it.
Now they want it. This is each team getting a chance in overtime with Josh Allen now. Dominican Republic. Way to go. let's do one word on yesterday as a whole. I mean, you mentioned it. You had the SEC championship, Big Ten championship. You had golf. You had
Moses.
yeah.
Greatest.
You had Selection Sunday.
Yeah.
One word.
Historic. I said it in my overreaction on Monday at 6:30. I think yesterday was the greatest Sunday ever. It was planets were in a line, blood moon, wolf moon, rose moon, whatever moon, everything, dude. From noon until 9 p.m., your boy was locked in. Like when you get those tweets or you get those texts, locked TFN. That's what I was yesterday. Because again, SEC championship game at noon, Big Ten championship game at 2:30. Players was rounding out at the end of the Big Ten championship game. Didn't even really need to watch it. Selection Sunday follows. USA versus Dominican Republic at 7 o'clock. I know not everybody's as sports horny as I am, but that was an absolute historic day. I know that I'm hard.
Yeah, it was incredible. I was locked in the whole day. It was awesome. Yeah, I don't know. Sports. Hard. Those are my one words.
Sports with a Z.
Yeah, one word on specifically Team USA. 2-1. Huge win. Paul Skeens did great. 4 1/3 or 5 1/3 innings. Junior Caminero was the one home run against Skeens. And then 3 runs, 3 home runs in that game. U.S. victorious.
Yeah. Clutch. Because now I think a lot of people want the rematch. I don't know if I speak for a lot of people, but I think I speak for myself, which is true. I want Italy in the United States again. It was seen as the biggest upset in the tournament. Italy was rolling with it. The espresso shots, Cags and Vinny and all those guys doing their job over on Team Italy. Mark DeRosa didn't know that they were going to be able to have a chance to miss the tournament. Then Italy invites the United States back, and now you have a possibility for the United States to knock Italy out in the championship game. Boy, would you regret letting them get in then. Again, I don't think there's any regrets in this game, not even one letter, but clutch was the United States win last night.
Yeah, I'd say attitude. That'd be mine, because they've been lacking it. They've been lacking the passion that they've needed for this tournament, and they've been rightfully criticized for it. And yesterday didn't seem that way. Last night you could tell the aura, the vibes, the feeling with Paul Skeens leading the way, and he was the one who set the tone, it felt like, for the team. Yeah, it was awesome. And you can go vote for who you want to play against, Venezuela or Italy, Vinny Cags, or who you're rooting for, rather, tonight. Yeah. Salvi, Michael in Venezuela, or Vinny Cags in Italy on the Fan 965. We did put that poll up a little over 30 minutes ago.
Hell yes.
And 73% of around 90 people think they want Vinny Cags in Italy to win. So, yeah.
I figured locally that's where we'd be. I mean, I know there's a lot of people who love Michael Garcia and Sal, obviously.
Perez, of course.
But I think people want the rematch. And I think the personalities of Vinny and Cags sell to people more. Plus, I think the rematch is key. I think people want to see them get another shot at Italy.
Yeah, I think the rematch is totally key. It's the espresso.
What would you do?
Forget about it.
What would you do if Bobby hit a home run, Cags hit a home run, Vinny hit a home run, and USA won?
Hope that I'm not wearing too tight of pants. That's what I.
You look like Lenny Kravitz on stage with those leather pants, baby.
All right. It doesn't matter what kind of pants I'm wearing when I'm watching this team right now. One word on the KU Jayhawks. Right now, they are in the East region. We talked about the gauntlet 4 seed. They will take on Cal Baptist on Friday. Friday night.
I think the best word to describe KU currently is what you're asking.
Yes, KU right
Confusing. I haven't seen the same Melvin Council, the dog.
Yeah.
Flory kind of
Bryson Tiller, my guy.
And Darren Peterson is doing what he does, right? He's just he's Peterson, he's the best player on the court. It runs through him. But it's March, man. It's Bill Self. I refuse to go against him. I refuse to shame him in this time of year. But I mean, again, would anybody be surprised if they won this game and then lost to St. John's? I don't know. I think people think their ceiling is a Sweet 16. I think people think their floor is a second-round loss. I think it's right there. So I don't know. Expectations would be interesting to talk to with KU people. I'd love to talk to I will talk to Alex today. KU, St. John's, second round. I mean, they got to beat Cal Baptist first. But again, what could KU have done to improve their seeding yesterday or in this Big 12 tournament? They're a 4. If they won it, were they maybe a 3?
Yeah.
So Bill's like, hey, why don't we just load management this thing as a team? If you lose, you lose, whatever. You get a couple of days. I don't think he's preaching that, but I don't think he's preaching go out. You saw Patino in the locker room, right? Life's full of changes. Life's full of all this stuff. Go out there and be an adult. I don't think Bill Self is doing that in the Big 12 tournament. I don't know that. I'm not giving him an excuse. But I don't know what their gain was by going to the Big 12 championship. And they weren't going to beat Houston. They just weren't.
My only, I guess, counter to that would be it's been longer than the Big 12 tournament that we've seen this team struggle. But
it's been mid-January.
It's been a minute now, and I guess my one word to that would be stagnant.
Okay.
Like I'm not seeing enough movement. I'm not seeing creativity.
Are you worried we're seeing a 6-11 team ran by Andy Reid's offense?
Yeah, exactly. Like just kind of going back to dusty playbooks that it's like, not your name. You know what I'm saying? Old playbooks that are just they're not what we need right now. Basketball, the sport has changed. You got to be innovative. You got to be creative. You've got to find a way to get guys in space. I don't know, just like simple things. One time, I mentioned a couple weeks ago, like when Darren Peterson's doubled, have someone come off of a screen, have someone cut. Like, I don't know. It's just simple things. Listen, I'm not Bill Self's forgotten more about basketball than I'll ever know, right? I'm not the one to come up with it. He is, and he hasn't done it yet. I can see that. I'm smart enough to know
washed?
That. I think that fastball used to go 101, and I think it's 94, 95. I think he's got to learn how to paint the corners, and I don't know if he's that type of coach right now.
Okay.
One word on, man, what a golf tournament yesterday. This whole weekend. Gosh, it was so good. I'm telling you what, man, I'm so glad that I've gotten into golf these past 2 years. It is so much fun. Hannah and I were having a great time. Hole 17 on the players. One word on the players is it Cam Young?
Mm-hmm.
Cam Young beats Fitzpatrick.
Appetizer. That's the fifth major. They call that the fifth major. And we are just a few short weeks of the Masters beginning. When you see all the cars go down Magnolia Lane and the piano sounds in the background, you go back and listen to all the Jim Nantz quotes. And then you have last year's winner in Rory. And Scotty looked like Bill Self's coaching this weekend on the putting greens. Looked down and out. Looked like he had lost the putting stroke. He'll find it by the time the Masters comes and probably have a green jacket by the end of the day. But the players was an appetizer. It was satisfying. Appetizers are great. They set the tone for the rest of the meal, and they're normally pretty good. It's not a ton, doesn't overfill you, but it gives you exactly what you need, a taste of what is to come, and that was the players and Cam Young watching. Now we've seen 3 consecutive tournaments where the leader on Sunday has puked all over themselves. It just happened to be Ludwig Overg this week. A couple weeks ago it was Shane Lowry. Felt totally terrible for Shane Lowry.
Yeah.
And, yeah, the players was great. What a purse the players is for Cam Young winning that tournament. That was great. Great tournament. I'm glad you're into golf. I take a lot of credit for that.
No, it's awesome, dude.
But none needed. Don't forget our tournament coverage and scores are brought to you by Busey Bank, the official bank of the Big 12. Mac forgot about something today that I've got to remind him about, plus what Vinny Pasquantino had to say to the haters here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Bob Fescoe.
Out of anybody should talk, he should never grab a microphone.
And Dusty Likens.
His ass is foul of all foul.
Weekdays 6 to 10. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you what, springtime means you're going to be doing all those projects around your house to get it looking better. And I'm here to tell you, stop doing it on your own and call my friends over at CertaPro, because they're going to come out and they're going to take your house and turn it into something that you absolutely love. You can tell when your house needs a new paint job, right? You may have flakes peeling off the outside of your house, or maybe it's the inside of your house. You just need a fresh coat and you're looking for the perfect people to do it. Well, that is CertaPro Painters. You can schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. And what's really cool about CertaPro Painters is that each business is independently owned and operated right here in your community. And you're dealing with, I should say, folks that live in Kansas City and work here in Kansas City. And the process is so simple. CertaPro's been out to our house. They looked at our house. They said, yeah, we can take care of that. No problem at all. I easily booked a free estimate, reviewed their detailed proposal, and scheduled my project right there on the spot. They're timely, they're clean, they're awesome. So it is time to get your paint job scheduled today with my friends over at CertaPro. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Hi, I'm Lacey, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. And yes, I'm actually a jeweler. I bring dream engagement rings to life every day in our jeweler workshop. When I hand set your diamond into your ring, I think about creating a piece you'll wear for a lifetime. I pay attention to the smallest details and treat every ring with the same care and craftsmanship, no matter the size or price. Come see us in store. Shane Company engagement rings are crafted with care from our hands to yours. Because a friend wants your ring to be nothing short of perfect. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Golden Oak Lending have cured our blues over the last 10 years. And I'll tell you, if you don't have that free mortgage checkup on your agenda for this week, I want you to put taking a free mortgage checkup from Golden Oak Lending on your agenda for this week. Got spring break coming up next week, and then all of a sudden it's April, and you're thinking to yourself, man, I'd love to go 2 months without having to make a mortgage payment because April and May are busy and expensive for everybody. How would you like to not make a mortgage payment until after those months are up? Well, you can do that with my friends over at Golden Oak Lending, because the average cash out customer not only saves $1,104 per month, but when you refinance, you go 2 months without having to make a mortgage payment, so you get a break from having to write those checks for the next 60 days. But like I said, it all starts with that free mortgage checkup. You can check them out at goldenoaklending.com, or better yet, call and have a conversation. There's no risk, no paperwork, no credit card at all. It's just a conversation. 913-890-GOLD. That's 913-890-GOLD. And let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Hey guys, it's Cody Tapp, and Synergen X and Low T Center have been highlighted for having the highest quality testosterone on the market. They only use pharmaceutical-grade testosterone, and that means never compounded and individualized for you. So look, maybe you didn't get the New Year's resolution that you wanted, and you're trying to get back on track. All of those things are possible because over at Synergen X and Low T Center, they're extending their promos, which means you can book a free testosterone test at Synergen X and Low T Center with no risks, no commitments, just answers. Pick up discounted peptides and GLP-1s while you're there. These clinics have been the highest quality testosterone covered by insurance and tailored to your body, so you know that it's effective. Don't wait any longer. Don't wait longer into the year, and get back to the regular you. That same workout, that same sex drive, and go to Synergen X and Low T Center. Go to synergenx.com or lowtcenter.com and book your free T-test today.
I hope you're sitting down. The ACA Marketplace has announced significant increases on monthly premiums with deductibles over $10,000. You can enroll with Matt B. and KC at BBS Insurance's Freedom of Choice plan now. You don't have to wait. Their plan lets you use any doctor, has zero outpatient deductibles, and it's 30 to 60% lower costs than most Obamacare plans. Also, there's no income disclosure required, so no potential tax penalties. If you are a small business owner or pay for your own health insurance, you're uninsured, you're on COBRA, or your employer coverage is just too expensive. Call Matt B. and KC for an instant quote over the phone at 816-205-4664. That's 816-205-4664. Or go to bbsinsurance.net. That's bbsinsurance.net. They will customize a plan chosen and managed by you, not the government.
Love college basketball? Gear up for another exciting season of college ball with a special offer from BetMGM. Sign into your BetMGM account and enjoy a college basketball odds boost token to snag even more winnings on your next bet. Just log into the BetMGM Sportsbook app, add any college basketball bet to your bet slip, and activate your odds boost token. If you win your bet with your token activated, you'll score extra winnings. It's that simple. Log in and enjoy our odds boost token to help you create another memorable season of college ball. Head for the net with BetMGM all season long. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older. This promotional offer not available in D.C., Mississippi, New York, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Total.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Kansas side, 35 southbound, heavy from Antioch down to a little past 67th with an accident blocking the right lane that built those delays. But now an accident in the backup around Shawnee Mission Parkway has intensified things, and delays are building more quickly now. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Back at it here on 96.5, The Fan on a Monday. Sun coming up. Melt that snow, baby. Get us to Wednesday in the 77, then followed by 80, then followed by 80. Should be a fun week. One of the greatest days of the year. Thursday and Friday after we just had that awesome Sunday where apparently Carrington watched the Oscars and not the World Baseball Classic. Yes, I am talking crap on Carrington. Feel free to text him during the drive.
Yeah, apparently Sinners had a big night.
Never heard of him.
Great movie.
Never seen it.
You know, one you should see, which I don't know if it won anything, but Begonia. If you
Okay.
have not seen it, it's on
Flory?
Peacock. It's with Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons.
Gotcha. Okay.
And those are
Okay.
basically the two
Yeah.
people in it the whole
Okay.
time. Incredible acting, really, really cool plot and cool idea. I would be curious of your thoughts.
There's breaking news in the NBA, Mac.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
NBA will vote to explore adding teams in Las Vegas and Seattle.
Yep.
Shams is on ESPN right now talking about it, so I know it's real.
Yep. There he is tweeting about it too. Targeted for 28 and 29 season.
Okay. So we got 2 new teams or just one wins the vote?
Adding
We'll explore
expansion
adding
teams.
So it's S.
Teams. Yeah, exclusively in Vegas and Seattle. So Kansas City, don't get
So
your hopes
Seattle
up.
gets another chance. Good for them.
They should.
That's good.
They should. Momentum for stakeholders to approve, surveying what industry executives project will be bids in the $7 to $10 billion range for each team.
Wow.
Wow. That's crazy. There you go. So, yeah, they'll have 32 teams, around 28 or 29.
Okay. Well, that means the season's definitely not going less games.
No, exactly. Not less games. And
How have we screwed this entire year up? We're going to add 2 more teams and completely redeem yourself. I mean, we knew Vegas was going to happen, right? Like,
Yeah.
we knew that was eventually going to be there.
Yeah, the only hope, the hope for Kansas City was that we get an expansion, or that Vegas or Seattle get an expansion, that we get a new team, one of those things, because someone's got to move basically for Kansas City to get a team. Grizzlies, Kings.
Sacramento, yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah, that
And
would be.
you have the A's and the Kings.
Yeah, exactly. Leave. See ya.
Hey,
Hasn't
come to
worked.
Vegas. We love having stepchildren. Don't want our own.
No.
We'll take yours. So that's crazy. So we get a vote today on 2 of those teams in Vegas and in Seattle.
Wow.
Okay.
I imagine that'll be passed with flying colors. The owners
Would-
will love this.
Would assume.
Yep. Just more money.
They're rich, and rich men get what they want.
The first vote will allow the league to explore purchase processes for Vegas and Seattle. There will then be a potential final vote later in the year to finalize transactions to 32 teams. Yeah, they'll need 23 of the 30 to vote in favor. There you go. It's exciting stuff. Okay. NBA with a splash this morning.
Right. There you go. Selection Sunday followed by Relocation Monday in the NBA.
Yeah.
From the 660, my family made me watch the new Anaconda instead of World Baseball Classic. I wasn't thrilled at first, but it was definitely worth it. Was it? I mean, I feel like you could watch Anaconda today or tonight.
Anytime.
I do want to see that movie. It looks funny, but I don't know if I'm watching that. By the way, today is a historic day.
Oh, yeah?
Very historic day.
Okay.
Today is, I believe, March 16th. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, crack a beer when you get home and celebrate the Texas rattlesnake. Give me a hell yeah. Oh, baby. You hear that glass break? It didn't matter where you were in the 90s watching the Attitude Era when you heard.
You're like,
oh, yeah. Oh, you better believe it.
Gentlemen, the 4th prestigious King of the Ring, Stone Cold Steve Austin, an incredible
You
victory.
never wonder where
The
316
first
came
thing I
from.
want to be done is to get that piece of crap out of my ring.
Come on.
Don't just get him out of the ring, get him out of the WWF. Because I've proved, son, without a shadow of a doubt, you ain't got what it takes anymore. You sit there and you thump your Bible and you say your prayers
and it didn't get you anywhere. Talk about your Psalms, talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 says, I just whipped your ass.
Oh,
Hello, America.
you better believe it. Woo! Get that piece of garbage out of the ring. Oh, you'll love to see it. Happy 316 day.
It got me rolling. Let's go.
Oh, man.
Ready to go, baby.
I'll tell you what.
Is he on the Mount Rushmore for you?
Yes.
Wrestlers?
Yeah. A lot of people bring that up when it comes to wrestlers, and it is a very diverse top four. Because people are like, well, you got to have Hogan in there. Well, I don't know. Got to have Macho Man Randy Savage. I'm out of breath celebrating Steve Austin. You know how many people got the stunner in 8th grade at Hall McCarter? You know how many people got you know how many stuffed animals got the stunner? You know how many times I got told to be quiet when I was doing Stone Cold Steve Austin's impersonation in my room? My mom goes, who are you talking to? Oh,
awesome,
man.
dude.
That is crazy. Daughter's birthday is 3/16, and my name is Austin. Easiest date to remember ever. Yeah.
That's sick.
No doubt.
That's awesome.
Gosh, man, what an icon. I think, I don't know, if you put him up there, I'm really biased in my wrestlers. So I would probably have like Ric Flair, The Rock, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels.
Gotcha.
And I'll get crushed for that 4, like everybody does.
Every 4, yeah, exactly. It's too many.
But
Yeah,
I don't need
no
Andre the
Cena?
Giant. I don't need Dusty Rhodes. I don't need Bret the Hitman Hart. Stone Cold, HBK, The Rock, Flair. Because what do all 4 have in common that are very good at? Not only are they good performers, they're amazing on the microphone.
Incredible.
Oh, I mean, do you smell what The Rock is I mean, they used The
Yeah.
Rock's line when the Chiefs beat Cincinnati. Nobody knew what the word jabroni was until The Rock made it famous, and then Kelsey called the mayor of Cincinnati a jabroni.
Well, and the 4 guys you mentioned were pretty good at both heel and the hero, right?
Yeah. I mean, The Rock was a heel until Stone Cold was injured.
Yeah.
Stone Cold was a heel slightly. Like, he joined McMahon for like a little bit, and then they saw like ratings plummet, and they can't do this. He's two-face. Shawn Michaels was a heel during 97's WrestleMania run when he and Triple H and Chyna were going up against, Steve Austin, and he won his first title in that WrestleMania. And then Flair is all over the place. Is he a heel with the 4 Horsemen? Was he a heel this way or that way? So
Undertaker, lots of texts.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Cena, undisputed GOAT.
Sure. I told you. Like, Cena doesn't do it for me. Cena was in the PG era.
Yeah.
The Undertaker's been the same, which is probably my one guy. First out would be The Undertaker. But, I mean, just not on the microphone. Rest in peace. And it takes him 15 minutes to get to the ring, and his music sucks. Dong. He's here.
The first one's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool the first time. Yeah.
Then it's,
and then it's like, all right, stale.
I mean, come on, man. That or... We'll get back into sports on the other side here on 96.5 The Fan. That's Mackmore and Dusty Likens. This is your home for Kansas City sports. Give me a hell yeah.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Is your garage door too loud and whining for help? Overhead Door Company of Kansas City will make it all better. They will perform their full 26-task garage door tune-up for just $79. That's just $79 for up to 3 garage doors and openers. You need this done once a year, so why not now? And for just $79. Call Overhead Door Company of Kansas City at 816-221-0072 or schedule online at overheaddoorkc.com.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control are back, baby, and we are excited about it. Springtime is here, and it's time to get those lawns looking awesome. And that's what Aspen Lawn and Pest Control did for us exactly 1 year ago. After they stopped laughing about how bad our lawn looked, they got to work, and they have now given us the best-looking lawn on the block. And we couldn't be happier with the service that we've gotten from Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. Their college-educated professionals know exactly what they're doing here in Kansas City. They study the soil. They study the seeds. They know everything to make sure that your lawn looks awesome, and it works. Look for those blue trucks that you see all over town from Aspen Lawn and Pest Control, and then look behind that truck. What do you see? The best-looking lawn on the block. Right now, Aspen is growing as well. They're hiring, so if you want to join a great team, work for a great company that does amazing work in Kansas City, call Aspen Lawn and Pest Control today, and they can take care of you, just like they've taken care of our lawn for the last year. Right now, you're going to get a free estimate and up to half off your first application when you mention this ad. Just visit them at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
Ready to watch your favorite baseball stars play in the WBC? Get in on the action with BetMGM. Sign in to your BetMGM account and enjoy a WBC odds boost token to snag even more winnings on your next bet. It's easy. Just log into BetMGM Sportsbook app, add your WBC bet to your bet slip, and activate your odds boost token. If you win your bet with your token activated, you'll score extra winnings. 3 quick steps, and you could be on your way to extra winnings if your next WBC bet hits. The world's greatest baseball players are about to duke it out on a global stage. Don't miss out on the fun and some extra excitement to this year's tournament by signing in to your BetMGM account and grabbing your WBC odds boost token today. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 and older only. Missouri only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Please gamble responsibly.
If you're planning a spring break getaway or just itching to get out of town now that the weather's warming up, let me make your trip to the airport easy. Before you take off, book your parking at Park and Go. Spring in Kansas City can mean rain, wind, you name it. But at Park and Go, your vehicle stays protected with all covered parking. No coming home to a layer of pollen or storm debris. I love that. And the convenience, it's unbeatable. You pull in, a friendly attendant directs you to your spot, and their free instant shuttle pulls right up to your vehicle. They'll even help you with your bags. It's quick, it's easy, and it gets you to the terminal fast. When you land back in KC, the shuttle's ready to take you straight back to your car. No waiting around. Plus, when you join the Frequent Parker program, you earn points towards free parking. That's real savings every time you travel. Covered parking, top-notch service, always the best price. Make spring travel simple. Reserve your spot today at bookparkandgo.com. Park and Go, family owned and operated.
Brought to you by Kalshi. Trade on anything. March matchups are here, and now you can trade the tournament in all 50 states on Kalshi. Trade game outcomes, spreads, and more on top seeds and potential Cinderella stories. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code FAN to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything. This hour is brought to you by State Water Heater and Reeves Weideman online at rwco.com. Need a water heater? State Water Heaters has the solution. The Adapt Gas Tankless Water Heater with X3 scale prevention delivers efficient, on-demand hot water with no annual maintenance and may qualify for money-saving utility rebates. Ask your plumber for State at Reeves Weideman. Visit rwco.com or statewaterheaters.com.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Kansas side, 635 northbound, heavy from K5 up towards the bridge with construction. 35 southbound gets heavy at 635. Stays slowed down the Shawnee Mission Parkway with an accident. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
If you're looking for more NFL draft coverage, go subscribe and follow the Character Concerns podcast with Bink and Chris on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts. This is your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan, KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station.
Back at it, 8 o'clock on a Monday. Mac Maury and Dusty Likens with you this entire week and next Monday. No Bob Fescoe. He's on spring break. So he said, irony, the oldest guy is having spring break while the young kids are still in school for you.
You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you. So, Obviously, yesterday was nuts. Yesterday was great. It's not necessarily like a sports equinox, but it's so good that we didn't even mention SGA versus Ant and the way that game ended. Now, again, cinema, if you like that sort of stuff in the NBA, I just wish the NBA would lead with it more. I didn't know that game was in the afternoon until I got on there.
Totally.
And obviously, yesterday was loaded with stuff, but still, like, the NBA is a professional league.
Yeah, do better at that.
Your two best players.
Yep. Well, no, but
your two best guards.
two of the best players, two of the most marketable.
Correct.
Really,
one of them a United States player, and Anthony Edwards.
Yes.
The other one, the reigning defending MVP and champion of the league in SGA.
Like, these are
And both have hit spectacular game winners this year. Both have been respectively and maybe disrespectively in the media with clips and clicks. And, we had the SGA, like, I don't have all the answers until the final, until I see the questions, or I have all the answers, but I got to see the questions first.
He's like, I know all the answers to the test. I just got to know the questions or whatever. I got to see the.
Hit a big game winner a week ago.
So badass.
Dropped it in Ant's face on Saturday or Sunday afternoon.
Yep.
Sat there on the ground, gave him the piece.
Broke Wilt's record for consecutive 20-point games.
NBA, where you at?
Yeah, exactly. Crickets, man. We're not getting anything. Yeah.
I don't know.
Got to market better. 100%. Market your stars. Push them out. They're there.
So what we do is we learn from the NBA's mistakes and we market our product better starting today. We've done this twice already. We're bringing it up again because we want you to be a part of this.
Yes. This is going to be so good, guys.
So this week we decided to do our version of what we could with March Madness. We're not going to sit here and say, Mac, all right, in the East region, who do you got? You got Duke over who? You got Kansas or do you got Christian Baptist or whatever they're called? Nah, nobody wants that. Nobody cares. But what we're going to do is a bracket. But it's going to be of drops. And we've got four quadrants. Quadrant 1, the overall number 1 seed in our bracket that will start tomorrow, is the Binkley quadrant.
That guy's an idiot, man.
He's got so many. It's going to be the toughest thing for Mac and I to do today is break down all these drops because he gets 4. Each bracket gets 4 drops.
It's really hard to decide.
We've got to find 4 Binkley drops. 3, 2, 1, you're an idiot.
Well,
Possibly. In the other bracket, the number 2 overall seed, one Bob Fescoe. He's got a slew of drops.
BBL Stinky.
Tons of them.
Win, Jim.
Roll up.
Get bent.
Grow up.
Gonna be some cuts. In the third bracket is the Mac and Dusty obnoxious bracket. Kiss my ass.
I know that I'm hard.
I mean, bang, 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 dude. Good luck picking a winner there.
This week.
And then quadrant 4 is the Cody and Gold bracket.
I'm not having the bass just thump, thump. I'm not going crazy.
Guys,
Men.
guys, if you start, guys, I'm telling you, guys, it's men.
Best part, it's men.
It's so worth the wait.
So we'll see again. Overall, number 1 bracket is the Binkley bracket.
Yes.
Number 2 is the Bobby brackets. Number 3 is the Dusty Mac bracket. And then 4 quadrant is Cody and Gold bracket. We will have 4 drops from each bracket. We will start tomorrow. We will continue into Wednesday. And by the time it is 9:45, it is a promise. By the time it is 9:45, our drop champion will be announced. Who it will be, we don't know because you on X are the people in charge. Speaking of people in charge, Mitch Holtz, he came in studio on Friday. He said something to me that really stuck. And he said he's got that look in his eyes, fellas. He's got that, he's not done. He's talking about Brett Veach. So let's talk about Brett Veach.
Yep.
Shall we?
Okay. Let's do it.
Pressure number 1, 2, and 3 in this offseason are all on Brett Veach. 2023, bad draft. 2024, not a great draft. 22 draft class, fantastic. It's gone.
Historic. Yep.
And it's gone. It got you 2022 got you 2 Super Bowls and 3 visits. 24 and 23 got you a 6-11 record.
Mm-hmm.
Made you go out and pay a ton of money for Kenneth Walker or Ken Walker. That Mitch told us it's Ken Walker. Made you have to reshape, made you have to let those two cornerbacks go, made you have to bring Travis Kelce back for one more year because he wasn't going out at 6-11. He told in his new Heights audio he knew halfway through the year. This is a big Brett Veach draft. As of today, where we sit, less than, 38 days away from the draft? We're 38 days away from the draft. As of this morning, 38 days away. And Brett Veach has to nail this draft. Missing the playoffs with Patrick Mahomes in his prime are unacceptable. And Veach knows that. It's not like we have to sit up here and glaze him about everything he's done in the past. I know for a fact that he's okay with how we talk about him. I've ran into him. Not on purpose.
Yeah, just in life.
Criticism is welcomed. If everything were perfect, they'd be 17-0 every year. They'd win every Super Bowl, and you wouldn't. But 23 and 24 were a hiccup, and 26 cannot be. 2 first-round picks, the 40th overall pick, all in the first 2 days. You have to nail this draft. You've gotten your running back thing fixed up. You created cap space. You now sit at like 19.8.
Yep.
But you are a big piece of this draft. Karlaftis, the only piece of the 2022 draft picks that's really kind of hung around, is quite honestly the worst. Well, no, not really the worst, but he's still here, and he shouldn't be. But he is. He is. But now you've got to go nail this draft, and I am going to say it. This has to be the 2022 draft because of where you were the last 2 years in picking and where you finished at 6-11 with your quarterback having surgery. So I think pressure number 1, 2, and 3 are all on Brett Veach because pick 9, pick 29, and pick 40 are massive picks for this team. If, in fact, as of today, 38 days away, they keep those picks.
Yeah, 3, you said, in the top 44 in the top 75, and that would be the advantageous part to compare it to 2022. It's like, well, you're in a better position draft-wise there, right? And you talked about that draft class, all these second contracts, then to juxtapose that 2023. Not one second contract for Kansas City among those classes. Wanya Morris, you're gone. Rasheed Rice, see you later. All those guys didn't work out. And you're right. That's what brought us here. There still has to be something in free agency, man. I mean, you don't clear up this cap space. You don't do this team-friendly deal with Travis Kelce and say bye to McDuffie and do all these sorts of things if you're not still looking at a whole. I mean, we can talk about names, but I mean, that defensive line is still barren, and the edge rusher still needs help. And I know Chiefs Twitter's trying to do gymnastics to make that George Karlaftis contract look better than it is because of the Odafe Oweh contract, and these other edge rushers are getting paid oodles amounts of money. And yes, that's what Brett Veach foresaw, and he wanted to avoid that by signing George Karlaftis. But let me tell you, just because the money may look a little bit better doesn't mean the production looks any better. It's still less than 7 stacks. It's still a guy who's not getting to the quarterback and not pressuring. That's something, we can talk about the corners and the secondary all we went, but Brett Veach has to look at this defensive line before the draft, in my opinion, because where the league is at right now, it's a hockey rotation. You look at those great defensive lines. I mean, even the Bills had a hockey rotation over there at the defensive line. Seahawks, New England. We need bodies. We don't have any right now.
And not only that, why it's important is you have to fix last year, this year, and the foreseeable future.
Yes, exactly.
It's a draft that reflects 3 years, one of which you messed up last. I mean, look, last year, I don't know what that draft is yet.
No, I won't count out that draft yet.
But
the 2 before that, though.
Because somebody says a really good point on the text line that I think is hilarious. Explain to me like I'm 5 why Karlaftis is the guy they chose to keep out of the 22 class, because I really don't get it. They paid him early. They paid him to pop, and it didn't work.
Yeah, I mean,
and it hasn't worked.
I didn't even see that text. It's funny because I kind of just explained it a little bit of like they saw what was Veach saw what was happening with edge rushers, saw the 10.5 sack season, and said, okay, we can build on that. He's going to get better. He's young. I'm going to get what we would call like a bargain because all these other guys are going to get paid. Odafe Oweh's had less sacks than him in the last few seasons. He got paid way more, right? So that's what he was trying to get a bargain for a guy that he thought was going to get better that hasn't yet. It's been 1 season, but he got worse. So that was the thinking behind it. Trying to get a guy who you think's going to be great and pay him good money. Instead, you're paying him good money, and we're questioning how good he really is. I mean, you mentioned it, 2024, dude. Xavier Worthy, Kingsley Somatia, that's a hit there in the second round. Again, you took him as a tackle. He's a guard. Wiley, gone. Jaden Hicks, we'll see. Spags doesn't like him. And then it's 3 guys there in the 5th, 6th, 7th round that we never heard of. And that 2023 draft is going down as if 2022 is historically good, 2023 may be historically bad the other way. FAU, Rasheed Rice, Wanya Morris, Chamari Connor's been burnt toast in that slot corner position. He should be playing safety. That's more coaching. Then B.J. Thompson, Coburn, and Nick Jones, a bunch of never heard of them.
Never heard of him.
There in the 5th, 6th, 7th. And I know we can always say, oh, but guys, it's the 5th, 6th, and 7th round. I don't like doing that because this is playing both sides of the coin. You can't say Veach is this good. He is the guy. Look at the diamonds and the roughs he's able to find. Look at the gems he's able to find. Guys that get unnoticed, glossed over. Well, that's 5th, 6th, and 7th round, if I could speak. That's that area of the draft. So, no, that he's got to succeed there. 4 in the top 75, though. He doesn't have to wait now. Does not have to wait. And you're right. We'll see if he uses those picks to trade. Cam Jordan incoming from the 816. A lot of rumors coming in on Cam Jordan.
Yeah, I've seen that for the last 8 days about Cam Jordan.
I'd be excited about it, depending on the money.
The last few days, we've been watching nothing but baseball. And on Thursday nights at 6 o'clock, he is the voice you hear on Vern's Hot Stove. So we get to Josh Vernier next here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, you just heard us talk about how busy a week it is, right? And you know how busy it is all the time. If you've got all kinds of kids and you're running around doing all kinds of stuff, you may not even have time to go grocery shopping. Well, that's where Hy-Vee comes in to save the day because for us, we're busy all the time. And sometimes it's just easier to say, hey, Hy-Vee, do all the shopping for me, and I'll just pick it up or have it delivered at my house. It is so easy. Here's what you do. Download the app or go to Hy-Vee.com. Choose the store, select your items, have Hy-Vee do all the shopping, and then all you have to do is pick up the order at that store or have it delivered to my home. They're making things so easy. We've got soccer, we've got swimming, we've got spring break coming up, we've got all of these great sporting events to watch. I need some help from my friends over at Hy-Vee, and you do as well. So, like I said, use their aisles online and hit a home run with my friends over at Hy-Vee. You can save time, you can save money. What could be better? Only at Hy-Vee.
Low testosterone can be a real problem for many men. It causes poor sleep patterns, decreased energy, low sex drive, and it makes it really hard to stay in shape. And as we all know, a healthy body is very important to our overall health and well-being. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and if some or all of these symptoms sound like you, we can likely help you be done with low T. We can also help you lose weight, support your metabolism, improve your gains in the gym, and more with our new targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more. Our low T protocols, applied in conjunction with our body composition plans, will help most men see real improvements, true weight loss, higher energy, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and a renewed sex drive as well. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
Hey, it's Gold, and my friends over at Shawnee Mission Ford are ready to make this the best truck month ever. You know how much I loved driving the F-150. You can drive one now as well. In fact, 25 F-150s now have 0% for 60 months, 90 days till your first payment, and large discounts and the no-charge lifetime warranty. Or you could get a new Maverick for $3,000 off MSRP. Come celebrate Truck Month at Shawnee Mission Ford. They're on a mission to do more in 26.
It's March, and that means there's no better time to start betting with Circa Sports. It doesn't matter how you're planning on betting the mayhem. Picking individual games, futures to make it through the bracket, props on your favorite players, or more. Circa Sports has you covered. Circa Sports isn't just sports betting, it's sports betting the way it should be. High betting limits, player-friendly pricing, and exceptional customer service. Download the Circa Sports app or visit circasports.com today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the Game of the Week Report, brought to you by Hyundai.
A full slate of pro basketball action tips off on Monday night as we push closer to the postseason. We kick things off with LA versus Detroit, OKC versus Philly, and Indiana against Orlando. Down in South Florida, San Antonio takes on Miami, followed by Memphis, Atlanta, and Houston, Chicago matchups.
The Game of the Week Report is brought to you by the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. Learn how it's so much more than just another SUV at HyundaiUSA.com.
Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right it almost feels wrong. Because right now, you can get great deals on our most popular models, including our adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid, and the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Plus, there's our bold and stylish Elantra, loaded with the latest tech, or go all-electric with the Ioniq 5 or Ioniq 9. So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a deal you'll love during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
No! It's just a golf lesson, champ. Loosen up.
I can't. See that Hyundai Santa Fe?
Yeah.
I only paid
Finish up on your own. I gotta run.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry, offer ends March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
You're always better with a roof from JR.
Here they come. A baseball-sized hailstorm means every roofer for 500 miles is on his way here to ring your doorbell. Before that happens, go online to jrstormcheck.com and relax. JR & Company is locally owned, veteran-owned, and family-owned. JR & Company offers a lifetime warranty on workmanship. But best of all, JR & Company offers a free Class 4 shingle upgrade. What does that mean? Most insurance companies offer premium discounts on Class 4 shingles. Remember, no roofer can legally offer to pay your deductible, but a free shingle upgrade can reduce premiums for years to come. Why do we do this? Because we can. A lifetime workmanship warranty and free shingle upgrade. It's why we say,
You're always better with a roof from JR.
just visit jrstormcheck.com.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Kansas side, 35 southbound, still heavy from Antioch down to Shawnee Mission Parkway. Northbound 35, very slow from Lamar up to Mission with an accident. 635 northbound, heavy from K5 up to the bridge with construction. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Welcome back to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan.
Long-time listener and supporter of you because you tell it like it is.
Here's our Royals insider, Josh Vernier.
You better believe it. The standard at the station, the standard of the season. What is that said standard? Well, Bobby Witt in his prime, Michael Garcia, World Baseball Classic version, Jack Caglione, as promised. That, to me, would set up that well-done theme by Josh Vernier called The Standard. Vern joins us now here on 96.5 The Fan. This weather sure as hell isn't the standard for me this time of year, but here we are.
No kidding. Dustman, you dog. How you doing, brother?
I'm great, brother. How are you?
Doing very well.
How's KDB doing?
Yeah, she's all right.
How's the pup?
Selfish as always. You know how dogs are.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the core of the Vern household, Vern. Like the core of this Royals team really showing out in the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I stack in that core inside this household. I think I still have a lot of proof. I think I'm like the Jonathan India of the Vernier household. But listen, good news, by the way, for Royals fans out there that have seen the reports of India and Isaac Collins and Michael Massey all dealing with random injuries. Matt Quatrero saying yesterday that Isaac Collins played some left field, ran the bases. Michael Massey played in a minor league game and hit a home run. They're expecting all three of them to be back in there coming up tomorrow after today's off day. So I know no one's really paying attention to what's happening in Surprise because the World Baseball Classic, understandably so, has dominated the eyeballs of any baseball fans. But reports from Surprise, all good.
So let me play this game with you. If I told you that all these players that represent the Kansas City Royals were going to do this in the World Baseball Classic, what would you then say would be the narrative going forward in the regular season of MLB this year for said Kansas City Royals?
Man, without sounding like my dog and being full of myself and coming across as selfish, I would like to think that these type of performances in the World Baseball Classic would then have even the most pessimistic or on the fence Royals fan on the bandwagon that this is a team that should and will win the division, because not only the reasons why we've said over the past few years, Bobby, the defense, and the rotation, but now for as many fans that were out there this offseason wringing their hands about the lack of a bat being brought to Kansas City. You can't turn on the radio without hearing somebody complain about the Royals outfield. Okay, yeah, we can focus on the negative, or we can acknowledge that they might have the best infield in the entire American League, that they have the best player at shortstop, the best first baseman in the division, one of the best leaders, it appears, in the division, in Vinny Pasquantino, to go along with a guy that isn't Bobby Witt, but has all five tools like a Maikel Garcia. You're seeing the power of Jack Caglione, and we all know what Salvador Perez brings. Again, this offense, for as much as we talk about the rotation, can stand toe-to-toe with the Detroit Tigers as the best in the American League Central. For as many fans as there are worried about this offense, which offense in the American League Central would you rather have? Who has a better 1 through 5 in the lineup in the American League Central? A better lineup than the Kansas City Royals. If you would have told me at the beginning of the World Baseball Classic that these guys would have done what they've done thus far, I would like to think that the excitement for the 26 Royals is as high as it's been since 2015.
I also find it hard to really pinpoint who this tournament has been the biggest for. I think they all have reasons to have that sort of question, because Maikel gets a big contract. He's on Team Venezuela, which is loaded with talent, and the disrespect that he got in the offseason where he ranks around the league as third baseman. Had a career year last year and a Gold Glove to go with it. Bobby Witt Jr., is what it is, man. The guy flashes the leather for everyone now. We've been seeing that in the backyard. Vinny with the 3 dingers, Cags with a hot start. I want to say Cags, but I don't want to be the guy that just consistently glazes Jack Caglione. But in all reality, I think when I come down to it, it's Maikel Garcia, man. Like, if he has that stick and he's next to Bobby, and you can put, at that point, Vern, you can put him at first or second, I don't really give a damn.
Yeah, I think you keep him at the top because, for me, I like the tone that Maikel sets to start a game. The glare, the mean, the swag, all of it. That's what I want the opposition to see to start the game, because Maikel has the ability to get under your skin as well. Bobby doesn't do that. You're just in awe of Bobby, and if you talk to him, well, then you love him. Not that if you talk to Maikel, you don't love him as well, but Maikel doesn't really care if you love him or not. I don't know how much Bobby does, but I know Maikel couldn't give a good GD if you like him or not. So, yeah, I want to keep him in the one spot and then let Bobby drive him in. To your question of who's benefited the most, yeah, to me it is Maikel. The Venezuelan lineup isn't the Dominican lineup, but it's not too far off. I mean, Jackson Churrio's hitting 9th, and that's a $100 million player for the Milwaukee Brewers, and Maikel continues to stand out. The only question I had about Garcia coming into the season was, what type of pressure would he put on himself? Because externally, I don't think there's a ton of pressure. I don't think fans are saying, okay, Mikey, we paid you, now you better go out there and produce. I think most Royals fans are looking at Garcia going, hey, do what you did last year, and if you can improve defensively and offensively, if you can improve marginally, we'll take it. But as we all remember with countless athletes in the past, I think headlined by Alex Gordon, when you get paid, when the organization invests in you and says, not only do we believe you're a part of the future, we think you're going to be one of the leaders for the next half decade. Guys can put some pressure on themselves to earn the money, and it's respectable that they do that. And I think Mike Hell's cut from that cloth, where he now wants to prove that the Royals are right. He wants to prove that MLB Network is wrong, and maybe goes out there and tries to do a little bit too much. Well, what we've seen so far in the World Baseball Classic is no. The bigger the stage, the louder the crowd, the better Mike Hell performed. So to me, opening day in Atlanta, opening day against the Minnesota Twins at Kauffman Stadium, that concern, however small it may have been, about pressure put on himself by himself, man, that concern for me has been alleviated, because any questions about his talent and where it stacks up among his peers, I think has been on display for the past week and a half, and now he can just go out there and ball.
I don't want to be, you know what, I am going to be that guy.
Do it.
Should we be concerned about Seth Lugo? No, look, the lineup he's facing, insane. So I get that. But when's the last time?
Pretty short leash, too.
Yeah.
Yachty didn't let him really work through it.
But when is the last time we've seen Seth Lugo where we're like, there he is? Because the last half of last year's season, not great. World Baseball Classic, not great. And
this most recent outing, not great.
Correct.
Prior to that, in pool play, I think he threw 4+ pretty strong frames against a lesser than opponent, certainly compared to Team Italy that he just saw. I thought Lugo looked, I don't know if it's classic Lugo in the pool play performance about a week ago. But yeah, I mean, struggled with command out of the gate, a couple of walks that both came around to score in a Game 7, a winner go home situation like the World Baseball Classic is now. Yadier Molina with the quick hook of Seth Lugo. But to your question, if you want to be concerned about Seth Lugo, I don't think you're being negative or pessimistic. To me, Seth Lugo is the one pitcher that I think, C-Dot asked me a question a few weeks ago of, if I could show you the statistics of one hitter and one pitcher, what their statistics are going to be at the end of the season, who would you want to see? Who do you think exposes what this year is going to look like? And I think Jack Caglione was the obvious answer as far as hitters. And to me, Seth Lugo's the answer as far as pitchers, because for as quality as Michael Wacha has been throughout his career, despite the fact that Chris Bubic was an all-star last year, and Noah Cameron had an outstanding rookie campaign, I don't think there's anybody in this rotation or in this organization that can truly hold down the role of a number 2 in a division championship rotation more so than Seth Lugo, to where you're staring down Framber Valdez in Game 2. You're taking on Max Fried or Garrett Cole in Game 2 of the ALCS. The only guy that I enter that game somewhat comfortable with is a really good Seth Lugo. So if you haven't seen that since last May, I can't really fight you. Even the good performance with Team Puerto Rico from last week, it's still 4+ innings. Of all the pitchers, Dusty, I'm with you. The guy that this team needs to be really good more than anybody else, I mean, Cole Reagans, to me, if he stays healthy, he's going to be really good. I'm not concerned about Cole Reagans. Seth Lugo with Father Time as the highest paid player on the team this season, it's fair to have really, quite heightened expectations for the right-hander.
Vern, it feels like the Royals are the main story in baseball right now. There's so many storylines to talk about, so many headlines that we've been covering. What's the one thing with the Royals and this team that we're not talking about right now?
Well, the World Baseball Classic aspect of it, the fact that your third baseman, your shortstop, your first baseman, your catcher, and your right fielder, these guys haven't been together as a team with your second baseman, your other catcher, your center fielder, and your left fielder. These guys haven't been together in a week and a half. The Royals are, 2-10 since they all left in the World Baseball Classic. It's been a lot of rough offense out there in the Cactus League. Now, the guys that are missing, it's not going to take much for Salvi and Bobby and Mike Cal to mesh back into that clubhouse and regain their leadership roles inside that clubhouse. But, just as far as, turning those double plays, the communication in the outfield, just those little intangibles, those things that could cost you a win or a loss in the first few weeks of the season. Maybe I'm searching for things to be concerned about, but, man, it sure has been a long time since the team's been together. And with the kind of expectations that we all have, I know I expect this team to win the division. You need to hit the ground running. You need to be in lockstep, need to all be tugging on the same end of the rope. And, there could be a 48, 72-hour process where, the guys kind of come back together after Tuesday's championship, right? Have their first practice together on Thursday, and then we're a spring training game. I think they end on Saturday, and then they're off to Texas. So, the ramp up to the regular season is going to be very abnormal. Guys should be healthy and fresh, yes, but not the camaraderie, the cohesion, the way that they communicate, the way that they work together. I'm going to have a hard time believing it's going to be a well-oiled machine on opening day.
So I want to bring this up because you bring up expectations of winning the Central. That's yours, right? You're the leader of this Royals content at this station, and I wish I could send you. I guess I could send you a screenshot of our rundown, because I said if this is what we're seeing, and it kind of just everything that you have just kind of talked about with the offense being stagnant in spring training. Well, that's because all of it's in, Miami. If this
Carter Jensen's hitting the ball well.
And that's the other thing that I was going to bring up. You add that piece, which is could be a rookie of the year candidate, which is a rookie of the year candidate. I think he's high in the favorites for it. You add that with all of this, and one thing that I think a lot of people get that creates sort of a competitive edge is the FOMO of not seeing your boys live up in this sort of penthouse that is the world. I mean, like, I'm not even from Italy, and I'd love to do an espresso shot and put on the Armani blazer. I'd love to, catch a bat flip from Michael Garcia. And the hot start that the offense is having, because Vern, you hear it until you're royal blue in the face. They can't have a slow start. They can't have a slow start. If they're playing like this early, I think you're exactly right that the expectation for this team should be and will be the ALC. The hell with limping in. The hell with the wild card game. Win your damn division.
Bobby Witt Jr. turns 26 in June. That's the same age that Robin Yount won his first MVP award, and Robin Yount is often the comp used for Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby refers to 2025 as a down year for him personally, despite the fact that he finished third for the American League MVP. You hear Bobby say that, and personally you kind of snicker until you really allow it to set in. Last year I called it the sophomore album, and last year was fun, but it wasn't quite 2024. And as I look ahead to 2026, I wonder, what if last year was the down year, right? Bobby calls his 2025 a down year. What if going 82-80 like the boys did last year, what if that's the low water mark for the rest of Bobby's time here in Kansas City? That to me is the focus of Bobby and needs to be the standard of ownership, the front office, the coaching staff, and the players as well. But also, you and I, media, fans, we can, in my opinion, when you have a player like Bobby to go along with Mike Hell, Cags, and Carter, these four hitters, this quartet of bats, they're going to be together through 2030. So for the rest of the decade, to me, every year it's division title or bust. And for as excited as this offense is making people with what they're doing in the World Baseball Classic, the real reason why you should enter this season expecting and anticipating a division title is the pitching. Because in April, as you know, outside right now, there's snow on the ground. April and May, it's going to be weird in Kansas City. It's always weird. Guys struggle to hit when it's this cold. But when you can roll out Reagans, Lugo, Waka, Bubic, Cameron, those names are going to keep you in games to where you're going to win that 3-2 game. And people are going to call up the post-game show concerned about the offense, despite the fact that Michael Waka just gave you 6 strong and you were able to hang on to a 1-run lead that you took in the 3rd inning. So, yes, get excited about the offense because those are the guys putting on the shows defensively as well in the World Baseball Classic. But the real reason for optimism, for as much as we want to say it's Bobby and Cags and Michael, it's this outstanding rotation that might be not just the best in the division, but if they can stay healthy and meet their personal expectations, could be one of the best in the entire junior circuit.
So the Walls coming in, looks like it might actually play out pretty well the way these bats have started out. It's kind of interesting to see what that offense can do with those Walls moving in. I don't know if that's focus of conversation with you anymore. I think it's just now let's just play some damn games and see if it really matters.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's where I'm at. I'm hoping that the Walls moving in benefit the Royals more so than the opposition, and I'm hoping somebody out there keeps track over the course of the 162 of the plus-minus ratio of Royals opposition with the new Walls.
That sounds like a really, really good job for Binkley.
Wow, that's a good call.
I mean, Vern.
Yeah, he's on
already. Your 5 home runs would have been ouch last year, Vern. Tonight, who you got? You got Italy or you got Venezuela? You want the rematch, don't you?
No, I'm rooting for Salvi, Michael, Luinder, Avila because, listen, Italy has already done everything that they set out to do in my opinion, as a country to help the game in Italy. Venezuela, to me, they've been the most entertaining team since I first started, really following the World Baseball Classic. In Salvi's first go, I think that was 2013, whatever it was. Baseball in Venezuela means more than it does in Italy currently in 2026. So I'm rooting for Mikey and the boys.
No doubt. Vern, we appreciate it as always. What do you got coming up on Thursday?
Andy Rogers going to join us live from Surprise, Arizona with the latest on the injuries and also a few interesting names that she has making the opening day roster out of the bullpen. And then the local kid, unable to join us last week, we'll hear from the Shawnee Mission product, Ben Kuderna, scheduled to stop by.
Love that, Vern, but I love you more, and keep doing the job that you're doing. And we're about a week and 4 days away from opening night.
Hell yeah, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes,
Thanks,
sir.
Vern.
That is our Royals insider there, Josh Vernier, here on 96.5 The Fan. He's ready. He's rocked up.
We all are, yeah.
He's rocked up. He's thick.
Thick. Yeah, should have known that one. We'll get into some breaking news out of the NBA. Plus, we'll talk more about the March Madness brackets that have dropped and are out here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for K-State athletics. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you something. My friends over at QC Kinetics saw the weather yesterday and said everybody needs to be outside doing outdoor activities, whether it's stuff around the yard, whether it's playing golf, pickleball, tennis, running, whatever it is. The springtime is here, and the last thing you want to do is not be able to get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather because you have pain in your joints. And I'll tell you, getting older faster than you should ain't in the cards at QC Kinetics. Ongoing pain makes you feel older than you are, but here's the good news. QC Kinetics patients are getting relief, feeling younger, and jumping back into life full speed, and it didn't happen in an operating room. At QC Kinetics, they use the latest regenerative treatments backed by real science, treatments that take the tiny, powerful healing tools inside your body, concentrate them right where you need that relief. That's how they do it at QC Kinetics, and the sooner you get started, the sooner you're going to feel better. Find out if you're a candidate for QC Kinetics regenerative treatment. Your first visit and consultation's free. 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. QC Kinetics off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone. 816-412-6299.
Xfinity Tech Support, Matthew speaking.
Hi, I live in a pretty remote place, like Jurassic Park remote. No!
Wow.
Will Xfinity Mobile work out here?
Yep, the combination of reliable Wi-Fi and 5G makes it so that you can stay connected in all kinds of places. Plus, you get access to ultra-fast speeds and coverage, whether you're poolside or out live streaming with a T-Rex.
Hold still, you're about to go viral.
Welcome to a new era of Wi-Fi boosted mobile. Cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Learn more at xfinitymobile.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Watch Jurassic Park with Xfinity. Restrictions apply. Xfinity Internet required. Savings comparison based on promotional rate for 2 lines of Xfinity Mobile Unlimited versus 2 lines of T-Mobile Experience More, Verizon Unlimited Plus, and AT&T Starter as of February 10th, 2026. Taxes, fees, extra.
When the cold sets in across KC, AB May is the trusted name for keeping your home warm, safe, and secure. From furnace repairs to system replacements, we deliver reliable solutions and unmatched care and professionalism. Whether it's a sudden breakdown or routine maintenance, AB May is here to help. Trusted by generations of Kansas City homeowners, we're committed to doing things the right way every time. Call AB May at 913-732-9993 or visit us at abmay.com.
Call your serviceman from AB May.
In Kansas, truth is told in speed. Wide open, full bore, and no mercy. Season momentum earned 3 and 4 wide. Loud, intense, inches predicting outcomes. Blink and miss.
They bang sideways.
What just happened? Pure speed whipping across the plains.
Hell yeah, boys!
NASCAR weekend at Kansas Speedway, April 18th and 19th. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, and block parties are back, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all of the action. And right now, you can make entries and win money in the state of Missouri. And playing on Underdog is easy. Just choose whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like points and rebounds, steals, and so much more. Get all your entries right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. And I love playing on the Underdog app for a lot of reasons. They have so many cool different things you can get involved with, and I also love combining different entries from different sports into one selection to see what I can do. So download the app today and use promo code BOB to score $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5 on Underdog. That's promo code BOB. Underdog. Make plays, win money. Must be 18 and over, present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms. _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
DQ presents The Spicy Menu. For a limited time, try the new Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket for $6.99 with spicy, bold strips that heat you up. Served with a side of famous DQ soft serve as a dip to cool you down. That's right, dip those spicy chicken strips right into soft serve, plus fries and toast, all for just $6.99. And add a new pineapple lemonade sparkler or cooler made with tahini. It's the limited time only Spicy Menu. Get it delivered in the DQ app. Happy, tastes good. Participation may vary.
During Lowe's Pro Savings Days, save more on what goes into the job. Add power to your lineup with a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt 20-volt max tool. Plus, get up to 35% off select major appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, and more. Get the job done right. Keep more in your pocket. That's Pro Savings Days. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 3/27. Selection varies by location. While supplies last.
So, you're ready to propose, huh?
Yeah, man. She's definitely the one.
What are we thinking about the ring? I got my wife's at Hellsberg. I couldn't recommend a better jeweler.
I could use some help with that.
Man, go to Hellsberg. I had no idea how many details you need to consider. Did you know you can get a natural or lab-grown diamond? I didn't. Figure out what she wants. Trust me, they'll make it happen.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Looking for the best deal on TRT? Don't pay hundreds of dollars out of pocket or settle for a one-size-fits-all dose from your doctor just because they take your insurance. At Synergenex and Low T Center, you get powerful TRT dose for your body and covered by your insurance. Synergenex and Low T Center work with most insurance plans and customize each TRT for maximum effectiveness and safety. We're offering free testosterone tests
and discounted peptides and GLP-1s to make getting your life back as easy as possible. Don't miss this opportunity. Go to Synergen X or LoadCCenter.com and book today.
Royals coverage sponsored by Renner Garage Door. Forward and back, RENNER.
Almost Andy Reid here for Renner Garage Door, America's oldest family-owned garage door company, serving both wholesale and retail markets. Free repair or replacement quotes and $100 off a new garage door.
RENNER.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Kansas side, 35 northbound at Mission with an accident in the left lane. Things heavy coming up from Lamar, but a wrecker on the scene, so hopefully out of your way soon. 635 northbound, still heavy from K5 up to the bridge with ongoing construction in the right lane. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Back at it here on a Monday. Mac Morey, Dusty Likens. We are with you all week. Fescoe is on spring break. I think he went to Panama.
Get bent.
I really don't know who that was for, but I have a guess. So welcome in to this show for everyone that is out there wondering why you haven't heard Bob. It is because he's on spring break. So Mac and I have you all of this week and all the way Monday.
Yep.
So we'll be with you for the next 6 days as we continue to give you an exciting week of radio. It's so crazy how all three shows are different on Thursday and Friday, because Friday there's no local teams playing during the show times, right? Because we have the times for you, if you were wondering. Harold Kuntz of Fox 4, a good friend of the show and of mine. Kansas plays Friday at 8:45-ish. Kevin Harlan on the call on CBS. I'm just going to advise you and add 15 minutes to it.
For sure.
So Friday night, if you want to take Honey Boo out for a couple, quick bites and drinks.
100%.
You got from 7 to 9, dude. I guarantee it.
Plenty
You
of
got
time.
2 hours and you'll be good. Mizzou plays that same night on True TV at 9:10-ish. Again, add 15 minutes. You're looking at probably like a 9:30 tip.
The 2 TV night.
100%. If it plays out the way this is, though, it's a 1 TV night. Because at halftime, you could just go to True TV to Mizzou. And then once Mizzou goes to half, you catch about the last 10 minutes of the KU Cal Baptist game. It ain't going to be that way. Or it might, just because of the way the times are differentiated from each other. But again,
hopefully the second half of the KU game, you don't even need to flip on. Yep.
Yeah. They
First
got that
half.
dude in there who does the shotgun of beer celly.
Yes, exactly. That's when you know it's over, when he's playing.
And if he does it again, I'm on the ground. But
You're shotgunning one with him.
I will. And I
You a
won't.
shotgunner?
I used to be.
Used to be, yeah.
I'm not as
same.
good as I once was. I never really was like a chugger. Now the beer bongs, those were my.
Oh yes, I can.
We had the little
rock
valve on it.
those. Yes,
those were fun.
I should get one of those for the bachelor party. Screw shotgunning.
Yeah, my buddy did get a new like cool beer toy. That's it's like Russian roulette. There's like a little metal ping in it, and you spin the revolver thing.
Yeah,
and then you put it on the beer and you pull the trigger, and either you miss it or you don't. And then you pass to the next guy. So whoever hits it has to shotgun it.
Oh, that's good.
It's kind of funny.
That's funny. Yes,
Yeah.
I like that.
So that's cool
All
because
right.
it's like
Maybe
an aesthetic to the actual, instead of having to be like, give me your keys, John.
man.
And then your thumb's just completely shredded. But no, I haven't done that in a while. But I do want to get to this breaking news that is out of the NBA as Shams has let us know. So it's real, right? It's not a fake account. This is straight from the NBA's number one guy. He is the Passan or the Schefter of the NBA, and he brings up some pretty exciting news as 28 and 29 will look different. Shams says the NBA will hold a vote at the Board of Governors meeting March 24th and 25th, so next week, to explore adding expansion teams exclusively in Vegas and Seattle. With the two franchises targeted for the 28 and 29 seasons, sources tell ESPN there is momentum for stakeholders to approve surveying what industry executives project will bids in the $7 to $10 million range for each team.
Yeah, billion.
Oh yeah, billion. Sorry, billion, million. There'd be a bunch of people up there, but $7 to
Yeah.
$10 billion
Unreal.
range for each team.
Yeah, it's exciting. There's a couple cool wrinkles or interesting wrinkles with this. One of which, like you said, exclusive. It's Seattle, it's Vegas. We're doing that. We're not doing hey, bring up Kansas City and oh man, I really like Austin, Texas. Like no, we're not doing any of that. These are the cities, and honestly, those should be the first two. If Kansas City hopefully does get one, it'll probably be a team moving and relocating. That'll be the way Kansas City could acquire an NBA franchise. But yeah, both these cities deserve one. The other really interesting wrinkle that I think will actually be the thing that kind of takes over this topic throughout the day is who's moving to the East. Both those teams are going to the West. Seattle and Vegas will join the Western Conference. Now, who joins the East? Is it the Timberwolves or is it the Memphis Grizzlies? Those are the two teams that they will be deciding who moves to the Eastern Conference. Now, as a guy who's a fan of the Boston Celtics in the East, I go Grizzlies. Please, bring the Grizzlies to the East. Not as good of a franchise, not a future right now. The Timberwolves would make the East much, much more formidable. And already, the tides are already kind of turning here in the NBA right now between the East and the West. The East trending way upwards. If they got the Timberwolves then too on their side, man, that would be massive. I would not want that.
Yeah, because obviously you just had mentioned it, but both these expansions are Western teams.
Yep, they're going to both be in the West. Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of Minnesota or Memphis is coming over. That's going to be it, which will be exciting. I mean, either way, Minnesota over to the East would be great, but as a Celtics fan,
that takes away. Wait, yeah, Oklahoma City wouldn't get that. You wouldn't have the Ant SGA
Shea,
4 times a year.
No, you'd have Ant and Tatum.
That's fine.
Yeah, Ant and Tyrese or Giannis or something. It'd add another star to the East, which would be cool. The Grizzlies kind of feel like they're just need to either move to the East or relocate out of Memphis, so that could maybe be a good kind of new beginnings for them. So from the 785, I love this. KD going to go back to Seattle to finish his career. That would be awesome.
So that's what we're going to get next year. Kevin Durant, swan song in Seattle, and then LeBron's swan song in Cleveland.
It's perfect to me.
Make it stop. Yeah, but that'll be obviously the storyline if those two guys do end up doing that.
28-29, too, that works out. That's, 2-3 seasons? That's great. That's exactly when KD should probably be.
LeBron probably done after next year.
I would assume.
He probably doesn't make that 28 season.
I would assume.
But we've thought that for the last 3
Exactly,
years.
yeah.
This is it for LeBron. No, it's
going.
not. Who
Lakers
plays
are
longer,
playing well.
LeBron or Rodgers?
LeBron.
Okay. You think this is it for sure for Rodgers this year?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Putting your money on it.
100%. He may not even. Would you be shocked if Rodgers doesn't play this season?
Yes.
Okay.
Because of what they did in Pittsburgh. And I think Mike McCarthy knows who Rodgers is. So
you think it's Pittsburgh again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's just more so hey, man, we know each other. Rodgers has gone out on McAfee's show to say that he enjoys Mike McCarthy. He's a man that gets it, which I thought that they kind of had a bad shake-up in Green Bay.
He's so weird.
I don't know.
Yeah, I never know. Are you telling the truth?
We don't know. Is he married?
No.
You don't think so? I'm not that it's my business. Not that I need to see proof. I still don't know what Peyton Manning's wife looks like.
It's a great point.
But I know that he's married.
Yeah, but with Rodgers, it's weird. You know when someone's lying and the stories are so specific that you're like, okay.
Yeah, it's like the kid you went to elementary school with. I got a girlfriend, but she goes to another school. You don't know who she is.
But she's got brown hair and green eyes, and she's super nice.
She loves Sum 41.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's the coolest girl ever.
Mm. Yeah, that's what we said. LeBron will be gone before these two teams.
He'll and buy that Vegas team. That's a funny.
That is
thought.
Great.
That'd be interesting. No doubt he'll be a part owner somewhere. He's not going away.
Is he still part owner of Arsenal?
I think so.
I do love this text. The two teams, as an 11-year-old me, thought were the same team: Sacramento and Vegas.
That's funny. Yeah, and then someone says, I'm ignorant to the process. How do the expansion teams build a roster? That'll be something that I'll be looking up here in the last hour, and maybe we can explain later on, because that's another topic that'll be going wild here this week.
Rolling along. We got an hour left, Mac. The show's gone by fast. Wait until we get to Friday and think, where the hell did this week go? But coming up next, we talk about our Bratchet. Sound like Joe Pesci from Home Alone 2. Our bracket dropness that we are going to do this week. Starting tomorrow, we explain, plus we talk about what the elephant is in the room, and that is the World Baseball Classic here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Locked, cocked, and ready to rock.
Fescoe and Dusty.
Every Hardee's is closed.
Well, that's odd.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Well, I'll tell you what, my friends over at the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 are here to help everybody in Kansas City because they have one mission and one mission only, and that's to build strong partnerships between our members, business partners, customers, and community. And there's absolutely no cost to become a partner contractor with the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. If you're an HVAC contractor, they'll provide a flexible workforce for your project demands, timelines, and economic conditions. The Sheet Metal Workers will help adjust the size, skills, and deployment of your workforce to maximize effectiveness during times when you need it the most, giving you the power to bid every project that suits your business model. They'll provide you the best trained manpower specifically for the HVAC industry, along with training for your current employees. And Local 2 has spent over 137 years right here in Kansas City, so there's no downside. It's completely free with zero obligation. Just straightforward information on how they can help you grow your business and profit margins. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. We're an old union with a new perspective on business. Learn more at sheetmetal2.org.
By now, you've heard that Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts you've ever had. And if you don't believe us, try it for free. Try Booth Creek Wagyu anytime at 95th and Knoll or 135th and Metcalf. Stop by our store and we'll prepare a free mouth-watering sample of your selected choice cut. Heart-healthy, low cholesterol, authentic American, full-blooded Wagyu steaks and beef. We know you'll love it as much as we do. Crafted for exceptional beginnings. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution at boothcreekwagyu.com.
March matchups are here, and now you can trade the tournament in all 50 states with Kalshi. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market. As the odds move, you can buy in and out of your position all tournament long. Download the Kalshi app. Use code FAN to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Anthony Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. Visit AnthonyPHC.com today.
For 75 years, Kansas City families have trusted Anthony for comfort, safety, and dependable service. Thank you for trusting us with your house keys. Anthony, in your home for 75 years.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Missouri side 71 northbound past 75th Street with an accident. Things heavy from 87th. Kansas side 35 northbound. Earlier accident at Mission has cleared. Most of those delays now have also unwound. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
The Drives Pop-A-Shot Tournament is Wednesday, March 18th at Draftcade starting at 6:30. This is your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan. KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City. An Odyssey sports station.
I don't think it's a bad thing to ask for help when you have the ability to do so. I need some help from the Lee Summit folk. I love dogs. I'm passionate about dogs.
They're the best.
I'm passionate about doing something nice for somebody or something animals included. Got a guy. I don't think he's a good guy. I don't know him personally. I know he's got a record. He's bred dogs, and they're constantly outside. I've contacted the old animal control of Lee Summit. I've driven by multiple times. And I'm told as long as there is a dog loo and straw outside, the dogs have a place to live. What can we do?
Yeah, no.
What can we do to make a stance on this? Because it's been happening for the last 3 months of winter. Little baby dogs out there.
Yeah, that's
freezing
not
cold.
okay. Yeah.
Just got a report from a friend that lives close to the neighborhood who I've been in contact with. Dogs outside. It's 14 degrees.
Yeah. Windy as hell.
What can I do to make a change? What can I do? City of Lee Summit, I ask you, what can I do? Because I'm serious. I know that I'm always fun and sarcastic and not serious, but this is, you can go to my profile on Odyssey. Pets are something that I am strong about. I cannot and will not stand watching animal abuse happen in front of my eyes and not be able to do anything about it. So yes, you can say this is not worth your time on the air, but if it is worth your time, please contact me and let me know what I can do to make a change. Because that is a BS excuse to tell me that if there is a dog loo with straw or a blanket, which blankets don't help, by the way, you know why? They get wet, they get cold, they freeze.
Yes, there's snow.
What can I do to help? These dogs are not just fine. These are baby dogs. So I don't want to hear that excuse from you, 816. There are a lot of dogs and a lot of animals that are outside dogs are just fine.
Nope.
That's not what we need. That's not what I need. I need you to reflect on that because these dogs are not fine. These are baby dogs.
Yeah, we're not out west, man.
It is not a Saint Bernard.
We are not in.
These are puppies. No. These are puppy dogs.
We're not in Montana or something, dude. There's not a lot of dogs like that out here. I've got an outside dog. I'm telling you what, if I left her outside, it wouldn't be good. You know why? Because she hasn't been outside for 6 years because she's not an outside dog. Just because that's their breed doesn't mean that's the way they should actually be living out day to day. So, or what they're used to or what they're, any of those things. So, no, yep, got to reflect on that one.
Yeah, and if I had to guess, I believe they are baby pit bulls.
Yeah, that's...
So not only do we have a backyard breeder of someone who has no credibility or credential to be a breeder, we have them sitting outside in the freezing cold. So thank you, Farmer Mike, for the advice. And I'm with you on the 816. I forever love my dog. Unfortunately, Dusty, there isn't a whole lot you and I can do. That's the problem that we have. That's the problem we have. Chain of hope. Love that. Love that. It's that or I'm going to get arrested because I'm going to put a ski mask on my face and I'm going to jump the fence and grab these dogs and run away.
Local radio host arrested
for doing the right thing. So
yeah, I hope that works out. I know you've told me that in the past. That's
and it's
pisses
ongoing.
Me off,
it's ongoing. And I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for bringing this up. I'm sure we have a meeting with the boss afterwards, but
get bent.
Got to do nice things, man. Yeah. So, keep doing my job, I guess. So we'll see what happens throughout that. We'll hopefully get these things rescued and into a warm home because I don't care if they are a Saint Bernard, a Shih Tzu, a Poodle, a Terrier. Get those puppies inside, please. Yeah, that is the biggest problem. The people that are keep breeding these dogs because it's just not fair to them. Speaking of dogs, we got a couple local dogs in the March Madness tournament that came out, right? And we've got a pretty good idea that we're going to do with our March Madness tournament. We are going to do a tournament called March Dropness. Okay?
Yes.
Right? Where we're going to have 4 quadrants, similar to the setup of March Madness.
Yep.
But, Mac, I don't care if you think Tennessee is going to go to the Sweet 16, knocking Miami of Ohio off. No one cares that I think that Missouri is going to beat Matt Painter and Purdue and St. Louis and really stick it to that guy because there's storylines all off the place. But our March Madness bracket is going to have 16 drops in 4 different quadrants. Quadrant 1, the leading seed in this tournament, the Binkley quadrant.
Well, I don't think.
Okay.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
We got them. It's going to be tough to dive down through all these drops.
Hey, well, man.
You know what I mean?
Not all of them can make it.
No, that's called Selection Monday.
Yep.
On March Dropness.
That's our job today.
Mac and Dusty. We will be here much later than normal.
You're a creep, dude.
Right? And then there is the Bob Fescoe quadrant.
Oh, yes.
I just want to win, Jen. Hey, I'd suck for a couple years. What the hell was that? Get bent.
Grow up. I mean,
Good stuff there. Oh, and of course,
BBL Stinky.
I mean, when Bobby Bulldog dropped,
Grow up.
that was great.
Grow up. Grow up. Grow up. Grow up.
and
Yeah,
then
we'll need that drop this week.
And then in another quadrant, you've got the Dusty and Mac quadrant. Men's wieners. I know that I'm hard. Nobody wanted to come.
Hey, I'd suck for a couple years.
I've been pounded this week. Snuck into Bob there.
Nope. And then the final one is the Cody and Gold bracket.
Oh, buddy.
I'm not having the bass just thump, thump. I'm not going crazy. Guys, if you start, guys, you can, guys, I'm telling you, guys, it's men.
Who wins? We don't know. We have no control over it. We will have tomorrow, Wednesday, and then Thursday, we will announce the head-to-head winner. And all of this, did you say wiener? No, I said winner. We will announce all of this Thursday as the winner will be named from you, because we'll put all these up on X.
Yep.
You will vote. We will have no vote in this. And each matchup will move on, like March Madness, and a winner will be announced 9:45, promise, 9:45 on Thursday as the winner of March Dropness.
You know how I know this is going to be a good bracket? Because we've had now at least 3, maybe 4 texts about different drops that say, oh, this one is going to run away with it easily. That's happened to now 3 different drops, same text. Oh, well, this is the easy number 1 seed. That's how I know this is going to be fun. So make sure you're following us on Twitter, X, the Fan965, because tomorrow will be the big day, right? We're going to have 8 matchups, 16 total. Tomorrow's the start of it, 8 matchups. So we'll be doing 2 an hour, starting around 6:15, 6:20. So make sure you get on X. The polls will only be up for an hour or so at a time, and we'll be getting going. So make sure you're locked in.
I can't wait.
It's going to be fun, man.
Because someone says Raj is king of the slams, Bink is the king of the drops.
Yes, he is.
I'm excited to see which one wins, because we also have Alex Gold that could say, you know, I'm going to shave the cheeks. Or she's such a smooth ride. Some will get excluded.
There will be snubs. There will be lots of snubs. I'm sorry.
Boobs are great.
That may not make it. Who knows?
Men's wieners.
That'll be there probably.
Yeah. Because somebody says, I know that I'm hard is going to run away with
There
the
you
win.
go. There's another one. Yep.
I know that I'm hard.
It's a great one. We had one earlier about
BBL Stinky.
That's another classic.
The Tennessee Cities drop from Alex is a good one. I mean, like I said, we'll take, this is the only thing we can control is we're the selection committee. After
Exactly
that,
right.
it's up to all y'all.
It's all you guys.
Right? I mean,
if this was older, if we had more time to play it, this could make it that one too. This one.
No.
Mark
Turgeon telling me to just get bent, dude.
No.
Yeah.
That's great.
I mean, it's just crazy because I want to say it's a lot of the
God.
Oh, I think a lot of them are just basically, from the few years we've been doing this show, because I think the overall number 1 seed would be
Dusty's right here, Nick, to take your calls. 913-576-7610 dash.
I mean, just a national treasure, man, when it
so
comes to
good.
drops, because the Hut will be one. But I mean,
Hut's got to be, yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean,
Hey, man, what did he make Mahomes yesterday? Was that his best performance ever?
The nuttiness that you talked about is definitely there.
There you go.
I just
Anyway.
spit on it.
And now I'm just going through them.
Yeah, I mean, you could just.
We've got a lot of them, but again, most of these won't make it, right? Only 16. So, 816 championship.
Yes, dumbass. Yes, dumbass.
Oh, he's pissed.
Give me the list of quarterbacks that had better start their season than Mahomes. Again, 10, 9, 8, 7, go, go, go. You're an idiot. Sorry, Steve. You're just always negative.
Sorry,
You're
Steve.
Steve.
Calls him an idiot and says sorry. So March Madness starts tomorrow with our show. There is 4 quadrants. There is a Jay Binkley quadrant. There is a Bob Fescoe quadrant. There is a Mac and Dusty, and then there is a Cody and Gold quadrant as well. I am really interested to see what the hut does.
It's funny because my drop.
I've been pounded this week.
It's ironic because that'll be the case. I'm going to get Cal Baptist, but it'll be good.
Yep. Championship will be Get Bent and Cody's Cadence.
I would love that.
Somebody says Brandon Bean got snagged. Well, it's not. So here again,
we're trying to keep it
in-house.
Yes.
In-house drops.
Yep.
So, yeah. BBL Stinky is the best drop in 610/96.5's history.
BBL Stinky.
I don't know why they say my BBL stink. Well, Stephon Diggs finally got out of it. Coming up next, we will bring up Drew Nixon at about 9:25, talk all things March Madness, and I will get into the World Baseball Classic on the other side and what it means for the royal flush that we have seen so far this March here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for those Kansas City Royals.
This is voice of the Wildcats, Wyatt Thompson, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for K-State Athletics, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control are back, baby, and we are excited about it. Springtime is here, and it's time to get those lawns looking awesome. And that's what Aspen Lawn and Pest Control did for us exactly 1 year ago. After they stopped laughing about how bad our lawn looked, they got to work, and they have now given us the best-looking lawn on the block. And we couldn't be happier with the service that we've gotten from Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. Their college-educated professionals know exactly what they're doing here in Kansas City. They study the soil. They study the seeds. They know everything to make sure that your lawn looks awesome, and it works. Look for those blue trucks that you see all over town from Aspen Lawn and Pest Control, and then look behind that truck. What do you see? The best-looking lawn on the block. Right now, Aspen is growing as well. They're hiring, so if you want to join a great team, work for a great company that does amazing work in Kansas City, call Aspen Lawn and Pest Control today, and they can take care of you, just like they've taken care of our lawn for the last year. Right now, you're going to get a free estimate and up to half off your first application when you mention this ad. Just visit them at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
Hey, it's Scott Parks, and we've launched Beyond the Pitch KC, a podcast on how Kansas City landed the world's largest sporting event, presented by Commerce Bank. Visit commercebank.com/soccer26. Subscribe on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The playoff push is here. NBA teams are deep in the stretch run, and Fanatics Sportsbook is ready for every moment. Here's the deal. You guys have heard me talk about Fan Cash, and remember, every time you bet with Fanatics Sportsbook, you're earning up to 10% Fan Cash, win or lose. So even if your bet misses, you're still stacking Fan Cash. Fan Cash unlocks value you can't get at other sportsbooks, like more bets, unlimited profit boosts for your favorite player props, authentic NBA gear, game tickets, and access to exclusive Fanatics events like Fanatics Fest in New York City. But that's not their only play. The good times roll on with Fanatics Fair Play, an injury protection policy that turns losses into wins. That's right. If you love player props, your legs are protected across the entire first half of every game if an injury takes place. If your guy goes down, you're getting your money back or your parlay plays on. Make the switch to the sportsbook that gives you more to play with. Winning hits different here.
Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
Sex, intimacy, love. These three things are critical to a good relationship, and that's the problem with erectile dysfunction. It often destroys sexual enjoyment and intimacy. It stresses the love between partners, often to the breaking point. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and if you're suffering with ED, you likely know exactly what I'm talking about. But I also want you to know that ED doesn't have to impact your relationship anymore. At Heartland Men's Health, we're ED experts with our focus on men's sexual health. We've treated tens of thousands of men and have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. I promise you, if you're like most guys, you can get your sex life back, perhaps even performing like you haven't in years. So if ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to better sex, better intimacy, and deeper love. Call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a cybersecurity engineer at a publicly traded company.
We've been hacked!
hacked! They're through our firewall!
How is that even possible?
They got my password.
Please don't tell me your password was password.
It's actually password 1.
This is your job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
You know that Chick-fil-A sells more than chicken, right?
Hello, my name is Jaleesa, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is how it's all of my favorite breakfast items in one good bite. That fluffy egg, that melty cheese with that perfectly grilled sausage. It just gives you that warmth, that comfort food that you love. It is the best possible option for a classic breakfast.
Comfort is calling. Order a Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit with Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Are you looking for a podcast about pro football that doesn't put you to sleep with an avalanche of analytics or insult your fandom with brainless hot takes? Well, hi. I'm Dan Hansis.
And I'm Mark Sessler.
Oh, hi, Mark. And we're the hosts of Heed the Call, the NFL podcast you've been waiting your whole life for.
Heed the Call covers every game, every storyline, everything that matters, and we do it all with a touch of mirth.
Football is fun. Why shouldn't your football podcast be the same?
Follow and listen to Heed the Call NFL podcast wherever you get your podcast.
At Liberty Mutual, we love helping people with things like customizing car insurance, just like how we customize a song for you. Catered country tune. Liberty Mutual, saving you bucks by protecting your truck. 'Cause Birdie told me to only pay for what I need. Thank you, Limu. I'll always trust in Limu with Liberty, 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 Liberty.
Today, anticipate sunny skies with a high of 30.
Weather brought to you by Staples. From posters and presentations to labels and loyalty cards, Staples has all the print to boost your brand. Shop now in-store and online. Staples. That was easy.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
You know, it's tough in life. You can't always please everyone. Kind of a backhanded compliment, right? Love you guys. But you're essentially telling me to tune out until Friday. I freaking hate the drops. I frequently wonder if you could do an entire show without using them. Again, it's just a pet peeve. Still love you guys, but I'll be hate listening for a couple of days. But I won't be going to the other station.
Well, I appreciate that. Teach their own.
If you want to take a nap, you can switch over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we got a text earlier like, oh, you're stealing that guy's pit from 10 to 2 over there. I had no idea he did this. And it must not be that great. And oh, by the way,
I would have heard of it.
You know, there's wrestling that's AEW, WCW, WWE, All Elite, whatever you want to call it. So everybody does. And these are in-house 96.5 The Fan people. Because somebody said, can we have an NIT tournament where we have Vern drops?
I know, I love that.
So I'm pretty sure the temperature in this room is 4 degrees. My fingers are numb. At first, I thought I was having a heart attack because it was just my left hand. Now it's my right hand. Now it's my toes, my nose. And I respect all of you out there that are working outside, so you can clown me for being like, boy, what I wouldn't give to be in a studio right now.
But it's not being hyperbolic. It is legit frigid. It is crazy how cold it is in there. It is now migrated into here. Usually it's my studio.
Oh, it's flowed in there? Oh, dude,
it's happening.
Gold's like I'm wearing sweats and a jacket and a hoodie and a scarf and a hat. We got hat gold today.
Hat gold.
We got hat gold today. You know, tip my hat to the Kansas City Royals representing the boys in blue at the World Baseball Classic. My goodness, what a show are these boys doing? What about Michael Garcia?
Yes.
Give it up for MG.
Homer in the 5th to bring him back against
Vinny
Japan.
Pasquantino, he's on every single national show. He got an endorsement from Starbucks, hit 3 home runs in a game, never been done before in the WBC tourney.
Got to figure out how to make money on this. I really want
Boy,
to.
did he. Caglione, also absolutely tearing it up.
Smash.
I know that I'm hard.
No, I just keep thinking about the guy who doesn't like drops.
And no, we can't do a whole show.
Sorry. I like drops.
And I think the other thing that's great is you're seeing Bobby Witt Jr. show the world what we all see right over by I-70 at shortstop every home game. Bobby does it again. How many times do the Royals tweet out, Bobby does it again, Bobby does this? And now it's kind of fun, right? To sit back, because the way it makes me feel is when you had those friends that played on your league team and then they got asked to join a tournament club and everybody's like, well, I heard this kid's really good, like where he plays that back home. And then they do something in the game, you're like, okay. So that's what everybody talks about. And that's what Bobby Witt Jr. has done with the glove. And I think that when you see what the Royals are doing, and we talked to Vern about this, I think your expectations have to be the Central. They have star power. Caglione is doing well. Vinny Pasquantino is doing well. Michael Garcia hit a home run and had an absolute reaction that we've never seen from Michael Garcia. And I think this can carry over. There haven't been a lot of questions about the pitching staff. I am concerned with Seth Lugo. I understand that he was going up against an Italy lineup that's dangerous. I mean, they're in the semifinals for a reason as they play Venezuela tonight. And we have asked you all on the Fan 965. We do a random poll question today because we actually want to know who you rooting for tonight. You going Vinny Cags in Italy? You going Salvi and Michael in Venezuela? And Vern said he's pulling for Michael and Salvi because Italy is already way beyond house money. But there's 322 people that have voted today on this poll question. 75.8% of you are rooting for Vinny and Cags and Team Italy. You want the rematch.
Yes.
You want the gabagool.
Love it.
You want the spadini. You want the limoncello shot. You want the espresso. You'll want the rematch. That's why I think the vote is that way. 75.8% of 322 people have voted for Team Italy to face Team USA. And either way you want to look at it, the Royals have flushed this entire competition. There's Royals everywhere with the final three teams that remain. Team Japan, you're going home. Venezuela beat you. Team Italy, now you get to play that Venezuelan team. And then you get to wait and see if you play Team USA and Bobby Witt Jr. at shortstop. But as we've said before, as Bob has always said, that the Chiefs have made his winters go by fast in the past because of playoff runs, Super Bowl appearances, and then blink your eyes and the draft is here. We told you already this morning, the draft is 38 days away from today. 38. Baseball is a week from this Friday starting for Kansas City in Atlanta. And all these players that are representing their countries in the World Baseball Classic for the Kansas City Royals will come back. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to be joined by Carter Jensen and Cole Reagans and Noah Cameron and Chris Bubich and Michael Wacha and Seth Lugo. And you look at where these guys play on the field. Your third baseman, your shortstop, your catcher, your first baseman, and your right fielder. Five of your 9 players, and if you want to throw Carter Jensen there as having a great spring, those are your 6 guys. That is the standard that Vern speaks of. Bobby Witt Jr. is entering his prime. Vinny Pasquantino has been paid to stay here for at least 2 more years. Salvador Perez, 2-year extension. Michael Garcia extended. Jack Caglione, rookie contract. This Royals team has shown out, and this Royals team has given you probably enough belief that you can feel this team with its core could very well not only be a playoff team, but win the AL Central. Because I mentioned all those guys, it ain't just me. This is from Just Baseball on X.
This MLB team's young core is dominating the World Baseball Classic. So much so that every one of them is headed to the semifinals. Bobby Witt Jr. could have gone hitless, and we'd still be talking about him, because he's been a vacuum at shortstop with multiple diving plays. But of course, he's hitting too. He's reaching base at a .455 clip, already has 3 stolen bases, and owns an .867 OPS. Every other player in the Royals' young core has an OPS over 1,000. Jack Caglione is homered, posted an OPS above 1200, and drawn more walks than strikeouts. At just 23 years old, he could be a breakout star in Kansas City next year. Michael Garcia already broke out last season, and he's continued that momentum in the WBC. He's hitting .421 so far, crushed a home run against Japan, and has stolen 3 bases. Last but not least is Vinny Pasquantino, who became the first player to hit 3 home runs in a World Baseball Classic game. His 6 walks are tied for the second most in the tournament. Makes sense. Who would want to pitch to him right now? At an average age of just 25 and a half, these 4 Royals hitters are making their presence known on the world stage.
So there is some national audio, so it's not just me being a blowhard, biased Royals fan to tell you what's been going on in the World Baseball Classic. And again, we go to our Fan 965 Twitter page. Who are you rooting for tonight? Salvia Michael in Venezuela or Vinny and Cags in Team Italy? And 328 people have made their vote be heard, and it is 75.6% Vinny and Cags. Forget about it.
I love it. Some of the comments are great, too. Like, this is like asking which child is your favorite. And this one, I want all of them to rake. Whoever wins, wins. Just want all those 4 to perform well. Yeah, of course, we're rooting for all 4 of them, but this Vinny story's been captivating, man. Give me some espresso, baby. Bean me up.
Bean me up. I know that I'm hard. Speaking of being hard, I'm sure you and Mac were both hard this weekend as you guys were representing 96.5 with Alex Gold as well as we're joined by Drew Nixon, our college guy. That's right, dude. How cold is it in here, by the way?
Dude, it is a...
Okay, I just want to make sure he got in here. He's like, oh, he's doing like the...
My nose is freezing right now, in particular. My hands as
Absolutely.
Well.
But, I mean, we could be outside, and that'd be a whole nother day.
Yeah, that's right.
So I want to ask you right out of the chute, because you're our guy, any snubs in your opinion? Or do they do it okay?
I think they actually did it okay. There's some things that you might change around the like the seating, but in terms of who's in the tournament, who is not in the tournament, I feel like they did a really good job of it. I was just talking about this out there. One of the things that I like as well is they obviously have the explanation and everything after that. Like Keith Gill is sitting in Carmel, Indiana, one of the most hated places actually in my mind on earth. There's another story for another day on that. But anyways. Keith Gill's talking about the tournament, and they, these are the reasons why we had this and this and this. Miami Ohio actually wasn't the last team that we had in, and all these things. The way they explained it made a ton of sense, and I wish college football would do the same thing because it was easy to follow. It made sense, and their process, you can tell, is more thorough than anything else that we get in any other college sports conversation, especially with college football. So I was glad that they went through that explanation. But, yeah, I think everything is good from who made it and who didn't. Might change up some seating stuff, but other than that, I like the way the bracket is.
How about that East region? Just an absolute murderer's row of gauntlet. I don't know if what's better, the teams or the men that represent the head coach in that division or in that East bracket.
It's crazy because I think some of these teams are like Louisville is a great, obviously, school. Michigan State is a great school. KU, great school. St. John's, great school. I think it's more of the...
Is Michigan State a blue blood?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's...
Is it because of Izzo?
Yes, I think so.
Because he's got, one natty?
Yes. And they had, and that was back in 2000. So
with Mateen Cleaves, baby.
But I think that it's more about maybe the coaches than it is the actual teams. Because I think you could go down, like UConn is not as good as, they're probably the weakest 2 seed in my opinion. I don't think they're as good as people think. They could get knocked off early. I think KU could potentially lose in the second round. Same thing with St. John's might not even make it out of the round of the first round. I think that it's more about the coaches like Shire, Patino, Self, Izzo, Hurley, Cronin. Like, I mean, you look and it's a great grouping of really good higher name, if you will, college basketball coaches. But yeah, it is weird. Michigan State is always, it's almost a tradition.
You don't bet against Izzo in March.
Well, that, but also that Michigan State's in the same bracket as the same region as Duke. It almost is a given every year that it happens. They are also a popular pick, I think, to actually make it to the Final Four, just based on the way the team is, the way the draw kind of goes for Michigan State as well. But yeah, I'm obviously pumped up. As you can, I don't know if I'm on camera or not, but I don't wait.
Oh yeah, Daddy.
I don't wait to I don't wait to let the bracket come out with all the names on it. I go through and I write I print out the blank bracket and I'm writing stuff down. This is the bracket that I have notes on. Actually, I just started jotting down some notes already. The official one sitting in the binder. Yeah,
who's the winner?
I'm locked in. I don't have a winner yet, but I will say,
come on,
I don't have a winner yet. Fire me up. Fire me up. The first thing that I listened to on Thursday, Mac, is the March Madness theme.
Of course.
We're here, baby.
How great was yesterday? Because I know you're in the same boat with Mac and I. You had the SEC championship game at noon. You had the Big Ten championship game at 2:30. You had Ludwig Oberg just absolutely vomit all over himself and the players on the back nine. Cam Young comes out of nowhere. Very sexy drip on Cam Young. Chest out, tan skin, gold cross chain. Shirt's a little too large. I think he needs to go down a size, but whether or not he's got Peter Millar as a sponsor.
His caddy's got the drip too.
No doubt.
With the lettuce and the stash.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, he works out.
Cam
biceps.
Young, absolute nails yesterday. Then you go into Selection Sunday. Then you got into Team USA, Paul Skeens versus the Dominican Republic. I said yesterday was like all the planets being aligned, blue moon, blood moon, wolf moon, whatever it was. That's what yesterday was, and I called it the greatest Sunday of all time was March 15th, 2026.
Can I be a sicko for a second as well? Yesterday, that you didn't mention Penn in the Ivy League. Fran McCaffrey's back. TJ Power, 44 points in the Ivy League final. You guys should get fired up, man. For some Pennsylvania Quakers basketball. Fran McCaffrey's back in. Grow up.
Hell of a drop, huh?
Get bent.
I will say this. Arizona is probably going to be my pick, not just because Mac and I watched them and how good they are. They just,
man, they're good.
They're healthy. Collectively, the group is just so good. I don't
Why do
know.
I feel like you're a huge Krivas guy?
I like Krivas. I will say, I think maybe it's because I talked to him a little bit at Big 12 Media Days, but Koa Pete, I think he's awesome. I think Jaden Bradley hit the game winner. The buzzer beater was
Big 12 Player of the Year.
Yeah, he was Big 12 Player of the Year.
That buzzer beater Friday night was nuts, dude.
We were going.
We lost the house I was at, dude.
We were going nuts.
And what I texted you immediately, it was like, so crazy. You get to see that live. You're like, what just happened? I'm like, you tell me you're there. Like,
I know nothing.
Corner shot remind me of Kawhi hitting in front of Joel Embiid.
No one could. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I could see that. No one missed for 3 minutes. No one missed the last 3
minutes.
And
then the opposite happened in the next game. No one hit a shot for Kansas for the entire second half.
We were spoiled.
27% in the second half?
Yes.
We were spoiled, but that was maybe one of the best college basketball games I've ever seen, and it was the best game of the year.
It really was.
It was for going with Del Orso and Momcilovic just going toe for toe. Like I stood up.
That's my guy.
Dude, I stood up for the last minute of the game, and I was like, do we know what we're witnessing right now? This is insane. It was incredible. So you're a Missouri guy?
I'm a college fan.
Perfect. Okay.
Don't label me a team.
He supports the local teams.
Well, because I was going to.
Because Mizzou's my storyline of the tournament.
As a good.
I think they're going to upset Purdue.
Purdue is more vulnerable than people think.
Now,
I believe.
Mac and I's favorite player plays
for
Purdue. What's his name? Like Oakif Clough?
Oscar Clough.
Oscar Clough.
Who didn't know where Queens was.
And he's also 29.
Yeah, dude.
24.
I think he's an Aussie, right?
He's Is he
Aussie?
It's even better if he is.
I believe. I think
Clough?
he's a.
Yes.
I mean, James Bond villain or a replica of Nikola Jokic in college basketball. The dude's a hungry rim gatherer. And that sounds like a really weird thing to say out loud.
Oscar Clough is Australian. Yeah, yes, he is.
There you go.
Wieners.
Clough is close to the cliff, and he is going to do it this March.
Are you at all scared, Mac, that the Tennessee Volunteers could have to face the Miami of Ohio Redhawks?
I have no good expectations for my Tennessee Volunteers. None. I've been broken down and beaten by Rick Barnes. This season has not been good to me. They win 3 in a row. They lose 4 in a row. They beat a top 25 team. They lose to Missouri at home. I don't. There's no consistency with this team. They're going to have a guy who's going to be a top 10 pick in the NBA draft, Nate Ament, who's 6'10" and can do anything on the basketball court, and yet somehow they can't seem to finish and close games. They're up by almost double digits against Vanderbilt in the SEC tournament. Choke. I have no expectations for Rick Barnes.
I will say the 3 most important things that I'm looking at in this tournament are Mizzou and St. Louis, because you know the Painter backstory. He almost went to Mizzou, decided not to take the flight, stayed at Purdue, has built that program, done very well
Obviously,
there.
he's been one of the best college basketball coaches consistently.
And now they play in St. Louis, possibly if Mizzou can get past Miami, which I'm sure there's a lot of haters that say they won't. One of them is your co-host, Alex. Like, Miami could be tough. We shall see. It's in St. Louis, so advantage Mizzou. I believe they are 2-point favorites.
Mizzou is?
I believe Mizzou is.
Okay.
The other storyline I'm obviously looking at is what Darren Peterson shows up in this tournament. And then what I think is the belle of the ball, boys, the second coming of Derrick Rose. A. Cuff Jr., baby.
He is a certified
I don't know
dog.
if I've seen a point guard.
He is a baller.
Since D. Rose. And it's just coincidence. And I sent you this, Mac, on Sunday.
Yep.
It's a coincidence he's with Calipari.
It is.
But, I mean, he might go down as the best point guard Calipari's ever had.
D-Rose, John Wall.
It's tough.
Man.
It's tough.
But I mean, you look at what he's doing
crazy.
against SEC opponents where he's doing what Pistol Pete Maravich didn't do.
Hey, I'll just say
it's
this.
nuts.
No, it's
dude.
amazing.
And how far is he going to go? Because the March Madness, what it does, it opens our eyes to the point guard.
He's going to the round of 32 and he's losing to the Wisconsin Badgers. Okay, can we please?
God.
No, hold on. You know. I will say this: a Darius Acuff versus Nick Boyd and John Blackwell game.
I'm in on that.
Sign me up, dude. Sign me up.
It would feed families. For those of
That'd
you
be second round, right?
For those that would be second round if Wisconsin can get past High Point. That game, by the way, might have over 200 points scored because both teams just can unleash the offense. It stinks though in a way because I think if you wanted to pick Wisconsin or Arkansas to make a deep run, they play Arizona, who isn't even the number 1 overall seed, which I think is nuts. I think Arizona is the best team in the country, won the best tournament. To me,
that's fair.
I would have put Arizona as the number 1 overall seed. They're going to run into Arizona. I don't know. I think, in a way, Arizona's too good, but I will say this. If there were two teams that could potentially knock off Arizona, who are a 4 seed or higher, it would be probably Arkansas, Wisconsin, just being able to score the way that they do. For those who don't know, Nick Boyd and John Blackwell, I was telling Mac, they averaged 30-plus points in the Big Ten tournament.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Darius Acuff, we know how good of a scorer he is. I think a lot of people, if you love good offense and good basketball, then I think there are so many good places to go with, like Cal Baptist, Dominique Daniels Jr. The man is 5th in the country in points per game. KU's going to play him in round 1.
Okay.
It's a fun story. They don't have anybody else like that after him at Cal
Guard,
Baptist.
forward, big, small.
Guard.
What's he do?
Guard. He's 5'10".
But he doesn't shoot threes because they don't shoot threes.
They don't particularly shoot threes. Yeah,
Okay.
they're one of the lower shooting volume teams in the country.
5'10", ain't shooting
5'10",
threes.
23 points a game, 5th in the country. And KU plays.
I'm excited to watch this kid.
There are so many, and also a name to know: Cruz Davis from Hofstra. I almost transferred to Hofstra when I was in college, so I have a little bit of a soft spot. I have a little bit of a soft spot for Hofstra. They're gonna.
Apparently Wisconsin, too.
Hofstra's, I've always loved Wisconsin. So, yes,
number 1 party school in America.
Yes, I do have a little bit of a homer hat there, but
that's okay.
They're certifiably a team that's not just from me, but across the country from people who cover the game, a team that could either make it to the Final Four or lose in the first round. It could be literally either one of those two things. Real quick, Hofstra, they're going to beat Alabama. They're going to win in the second round, and they're going to be in the Sweet 16 against Michigan.
Love it.
And it's going to be a lot of fun. The Hofstra Pride. Shout out to
Nixon's notes.
Speedy Claxton, head coach over at Hofstra.
Great name. Got to win with that guy.
I do think the draw also played out well. I don't know how long we going.
No, you get more time. I didn't mean to stop the music.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're done.
I started to cut that.
I think Iowa State got a little bit of a favorable draw just by the way that things are for them. They'll face potentially Kentucky. I think Santa Clara could beat Kentucky actually. Virginia, Tennessee potentially, SMU.
First time Santa Clara's in the tournament, right? Since Steve Nash.
Yes. Yeah, it's been a long while since the Broncos made it to the NCAA tournament. So I'm so fired up for this week, though. This is obviously there's so many reasons to be excited because the upsets and all that stuff, but there is. Jay Binkley loves the NFL draft. March Madness is better than the NFL draft.
And on that note, we'll let Nixon's notes go away.
It's that time, baby. Let's go. Maybe Nebraska can win a game 2 in the tournament for the first time ever. I think they do that as well.
You want to know another bold prediction one?
Let's do it.
Iowa State does not make it out of the opening weekend.
They lose to Nolan. Oh, okay.
Opening weekend.
Okay. You have them losing to.
They will not make the Sweet 16.
To Santa Clara?
Whoever they play in the second round.
He don't know. He don't care.
If you're an Iowa State fan, you would rather Santa Clara win for sure, not just because of the matchup. Maybe I think actually Santa Clara can play really well, but from a fan perspective, Kentucky travels extremely well. So that would be a fun fan matchup though between UK and Iowa State. Nolan Smith, another former player by the way, coaching the Tennessee State Tigers against Iowa State.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Max Bice, he thinks Tennessee's going to beat Miami of Ohio.
I don't know about that, man.
Okay. That is Drew Nixon.
I don't think Miami of Ohio is beating SMU.
I wish I had your Wisconsin hat for my Tennessee hat. That is thrown in the trash right now.
We'll get your brioche hat on because we do that next. That's Drew Nixon. He's on from 10 to 2. We'll talk to you more this week, Drew. Stay around. Go get thawed out because it's freezing in here. Coming up next, brioche of the weekend on 96.5 The Fan. That's Mac Moore. I'm Dusty Like. It's your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Bob Fescoe.
I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet.
And Dusty Likens.
He's a hoe, and I want that known.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Hi, I'm Jacob, your friend and an actual jeweler at Chain Company. I'm proud to work for a family business that's been committed to the highest quality standards for nearly 100 years. Your dream engagement ring is designed for quality every step of the way. We set your diamond by hand, never with machines. Prong tips are beautiful and secure, and intricate details are thoughtfully crafted. At Chain Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend knows true love deserves the highest quality. Visit us in store or at Shanco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Hey, it's Gold, and my friends over at Shawnee Mission Ford are ready to make this the best truck month ever. You know how much I loved driving the F-150. You can drive one now as well. In fact, 25 F-150s now have 0% for 60 months, 90 days till your first payment, and large discounts and the no-charge lifetime warranty. Or you could get a new Maverick for $3,000 off MSRP. Come celebrate Truck Month at Shawnee Mission Ford. They're on a mission to do more in 26.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Ready to watch your favorite baseball stars play in the WBC? Get in on the action with BetMGM. Sign into your BetMGM account and enjoy a WBC odds boost token to snag even more winnings on your next bet. It's easy. Just log into the BetMGM Sportsbook app, add any WBC bet to your bet slip, and activate your odds boost token. If you win your bet with your token activated, you'll score extra winnings. 3 quick steps and you could be on your way to extra winnings if your next WBC bet hits. The world's greatest ball players are about to duke it out on a global stage. Don't miss out on the fun. Add some extra excitement to this year's tournament by signing into your BetMGM account and grabbing your WBC odds boost token today. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Kansas only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Please gamble responsibly. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Is your everyday congestion preventing you from enjoying life's big moments? Try Vicks Sinex Saline today and get yourself back in the action. Vicks Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion with a gentle, ultra-fine mist. Sinex Saline's drug-free, no-mess formula instantly moisturizes and soothes dry, irritated nasal passages for quick and effective relief. Get back to enjoying life's biggest moments to the fullest without having to worry about everyday congestion holding you back. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more. USPS, official shipping sponsor of the NHL.
The 66th Annual O'Reilly Auto Parts World of Wheels Custom Car Show. March 20th through 22nd. Bartle Hall, Kansas City. Discount tickets at O'Reilly Auto Parts stores. See America's finest hot rods, customs, trucks, and motorcycles. Features and guest appearances. Cars and stars. All weekend. The O'Reilly Auto Parts World of Wheels Custom Car Show. March 20th through 22nd. Bartle Hall, Kansas City. Discount tickets at O'Reilly Auto Parts stores.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and from changing seasons to unpredictable road conditions, having solid auto insurance gives you real peace of mind. With AAA, switching today means you could save up to 21% on your auto insurance. AAA offers dependable protection, personalized coverage options, and customer service that's always there for you. And when you bundle policies or insure multiple vehicles, you can save even more. Visit AAA.com. That's AAA.com. 965thefan.com.
Go to 965thefan.com for your chance to win an X-Family instant ticket, plus a shot at winning 4 Diamond Club seats to the K, all powered by the Kansas Lottery. Brioche of the weekend.
Big brioche guy.
Love that. Yeah, good take.
Back at it here on 96.5 The Fan. Final segment on a Monday, on a frigid, cold Monday. Just got to get to Wednesday. Tomorrow won't be too bad. I think it's somewhere in the 40s tomorrow. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous.
And then are we done? Is it done after that?
No, I mean, it's just not going to be like 79 and 80. It'll be like 60. I think this is
that's
it.
fine.
Because,
But this
every
is it,
year in
yes.
the Midwest,
Oh, yeah,
we
baby.
get that little tease at the end of February, early March, and then March has got one right hook for you.
Yep. To
Because
get you back.
it's just the way that it goes, man. It's every year. It's like when you woke up this morning, right? When you woke up this morning and you forgot how cold it was like this man came to your front door. That's what this winter did. You thought the rattlesnake was gone. Straight stunner. Stone Cold Steve Austin Day. Austin 316 says, I just whipped your ass. And that, my friends, is what Team Venezuela may do to Italy tonight. I don't know if they will, but I know that my brioche of the weekend goes to something that I have not seen in a very long time. In fact, I can't remember the last time I saw it. Shohei Ohtani didn't win something. He's won every MVP in every league he's played in, it seems. Cy Young, got him. MVP, got him multiple times. World Series, back-to-back championships. World Baseball Classic, strikes out Mike Trout. It's all Ohtani. It's all Ohtani. Well, Ohtani lost. And that Venezuela game was amazing. You could give me 2 brioche buns this weekend because one is seeing Ohtani lose for the first time, and I don't know how long that was, but boy, it was great to see. And also just Team Venezuela. Because the reason they started to come back in that game was your guy, Michael Garcia, hitting an absolute piss missile. Celebrating like we've never seen Michael Garcia do it before. The royal flush of the World Baseball Classic could also be a 3rd brioche bun. They come in packs of 4. Number 4. Paul Skeens and Team USA win 2-1 last night against the Dominican Republic. Team Italy, Team Venezuela, where 76% of people that voted today out of 320 plus are rooting for Vinny and Cags over Team Venezuela of Michael and Salvi.
Great poll result. That's a lot of votes. That's good. Let's keep that going.
Please.
We'll have lots of polls this week, so that's a good sign. Lots of voting will be happening this
No
week.
doubt. Yeah, because somebody here on the text line did not have a brioche of the weekend. Dusty, I had Ludwig to win the tourney, 25 to win 700. He choked so bad.
Oh, bro, that's such a bad beat. I mean, I guess it's not even a bad beat. He choked so hard that the chance for it to be a bad beat was gone by like hole 12. I mean, he just cratered. I felt like I looked away for 15 minutes, literally.
Because
then
then
I
there
was
was
like,
that,
it's over.
that Thorpe Jorson guy or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He was in second and then had like a quad bogey.
Golly.
Gone.
Yes.
Sunday, dude. Guys, men, win. You got a brioche, my guy?
Man, there's so many good ones to choose from. I mean, yesterday's a brioche in and of itself. If you're a sports fan, yesterday was just impeccable. It was incredible. And I mean, it's not even that's coming from a basketball and football guy. Where I mean, yeah, there was a little bit of basketball, but it was the other sports. It was golf and baseball. They were the main show, and it was incredible. Of course, Selection Sunday in there too. But yeah, so yesterday a brioche. But I'll go with Saturday. I got to hang out with my good friends. Sam and Anthony and their 2 new children, their new baby boy. Got to hold him a lot of the time and just hang out with them. We hung out outside, hung out in the driveway.
Did you grow a couple ovaries holding that baby? Like you're like, hey, this would be cool.
It takes me off because I've held a newborn a few times, but still like getting, the head's the most important part. They can help the supporting the neck and the head.
Yeah.
So she was like explaining to me. She was like handing him off, and she was like a football. And it made me mad how like that clicked for me and that worked like instantly.
You're the sports guy.
Yeah, and she was like a football, the head's the you know, and I was like, okay, I get it, and it
No,
worked.
no, you're looking like LaShawn McCoy.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
And that you better believe that dad will turn into Eric Bieniemy real fast.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
You ain't getting another chance.
There's pressure. But no, he's just the cutest guy. Newborns are awesome. Their other kid, Ryan's the best. And we just had a fantastic time with their family, hanging out, playing some Guitar Hero outside, watching basketball. It was fun.
No doubt.
Great weekend.
Good brioche. I want to bring this up because obviously all week we'll talk brackets, we'll talk March Madness, and of course tournament coverage. Scores and all are located and brought to you by Busey Bank, the official bank of the Big 12. So tournament coverage and scores are brought to you by Busey Bank, the official bank of the Big 12. And don't forget, starting tomorrow, which basically for us is T-minus 9 minutes and 20 seconds. That's right. It's 9:50 and 40 seconds. We're going to do our March Dropness. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for the results.
Can't wait.
Because we've got 4 quadrants. This was tough. We were the selection committee, and we're not done yet. We just got the quadrants done. But quadrant 1 is the Bink quadrant.
There's juice all over the place.
That guy's an idiot, man.
Quadrant 2, Bob Fescoe.
Get bent. BBL Stinky.
Quadrant 3, Mac and Dusty. Men's wieners. I know that I'm hard.
I've been pounded this week.
And quadrant 4, the Cody and Gold quadrant.
I'm not having the bass just thump, thump. I'm not going crazy. Guys,
Man.
guys, if you start, guys, you can, guys, I'm telling you, guys, it's men. Hot.
False start. Twan Taylor, number 76, whatever his number was. 74.
74.
So March Dropness begins tomorrow, Mac. The process is?
We will have 16 total drops. So 8 matchups tomorrow. We will do 2 an hour. We'll decide, the intricacies on how long we'll have the polls up for each vote, but like an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. So when we decide a matchup, you go to our Twitter page, thefan965, and you go vote, and then we will have, then 8 teams, 4 matchups on Wednesday, then 2 matchups, a championship on Thursday, and we will announce our winner 9:45 right before those first games begin to tip for our, what are we calling this? Our
March Dropness.
March Dropness. I like it.
Grow up.
May make it. It may make it.
I just want to let you know that I about lost my entire soul when that line got dropped.
Happened?
Grow up.
I mean, come on, man. Dixon, it's a good tight end.
Great. Now I want to play that.
It's today.
I mean, it's perfect.
There aren't a lot of big name tight ends anymore. Everyone would love to have Kenyon Sadiq, but I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll see. I think that Dixon, my ass, is definitely swarm. I think he would fit in.
Come on,
Blake
man.
Fisher, swing tackle. Absolutely.
That's right. Limp Dixie. Didn't know that drop existed. Men's wieners. So again, tomorrow it starts March Dropness of Binkley quadrant, Mac and Dusty quadrant, Bob Fescoe quadrant, and as well Alex and Cody.
Got to be on X.
Got to. I know people are going to hate that, but I'm sorry. It's the only easy way to do it.
Yep.
So
I'm not tallying off your texts by hand.
They go so fast. No one says get bent, though. That's just not a thing. That's why it's a drop.
That's why it's great.
Welcome to the show.
And it has entered my vocabulary for sure since that happened.
So he says, talk about a bad beat. I had a 5-leg parlay, $50 to win $10K. All I needed was Ole Miss to win on Saturday.
Gosh. And man, they almost did it. They were on a miracle run. They literally almost did it.
Yeah. SGA, 128th consecutive 20-plus point games. Go Thunder. That's their brioche of the weekend.
Great. Yeah, it's a good brioche. Could be MVP again.
Dusty, you and Mac did awesome today. Well, hopefully we
thanks.
can carry it on because we got 5 more shows together. We're here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday alone, and Monday. Bob is on spring break as March Dropness begins tomorrow.
BBL Stinky.
Can't wait.
You know what we could do? We could take a phone call on a drop, and all you do is, I vote for this.
Yeah, do that.
We'll see.
Good think
We're the
about that.
selection committee. We make the rules. You give the results. Hey, go do something nice for somebody today. You never know. It could change their day, their week, their month, their year. It's simply cool to care. Kansas City, stay safe, stay kind, stay groovy. I got to help these dogs in Lee Summit. I got to do it. Coming up next, it's Cody Golden Drew from 10 to 2.
You're listening